Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody here on Periscope, Facebook Live. We're here, there, everywhere. The Wretched Wrestling Podcast. Tonight is the big night.
Tonight is the night.
Tonight is the night, as the Raw theme song likes to say. It's the night of all. It's the night of all nights. We finally get these motherfuckers.
Motherfucks.
We finally get them in our grasp, and I get them in my hands.
You doing Facebook or Periscope?
Facebook.
Oh.
You usually do Periscope.
As far as I'm concerned.
Okay. So we're going to start the show now, guys.
And we're going to go jump on you motherfuckers live right now. This is our big SummerSlam show. We've been talking about this for months, dude.
Yes, and we got the Wrestling Nerds Alliance on the other end. It's time to finally face them 3-on-2, whatever the fuck we have going on here.
Camera's not.
And
I'm the worst.
yeah, Craig's a little bit of an idiot. Just give us 2 seconds. Nice shot glass. Yes, thank you, Jen, for the shot glasses, for the WWP shot glasses. I will be indulging alcohol, and I will be loving it every step of the way. So, as soon as Craig decides not to fuck up anymore, we will get these bastards on the line.
Oh! I actually hit him.
That was a stiff shot.
I want to see it on the replay. Hold on.
You clocked me on that.
Oh, it was fantastic. All right, guys, we're going to go
All right.
live with the actual episode of the actual edition of the Wretched Wrestling Podcast in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Wretched Wrestling Podcast!
Whoa, we got this handled.
What?
I'm Robb English.
And I'm Clifford L. Johnson.
And we are the Wrestling Nerds Alliance. You really think we're going to let you just take over right at the very beginning?
Wait a minute.
I was going to say something inappropriate.
What was that?
Go ahead, fucker.
Balls. Now, I'm at a loss for words now. Sorry, guys.
Wait, guys, is this really happening right now? We have the Wrestling Nerds Alliance joining us here in a wrestling. In a wretched. I still don't know the name of our podcast after all these 2
You
years.
guys are Wretched Wrestling. We are the Wrestling Nerds Alliance.
Can we call this the Wretched Nerd Alliance?
The Wretched.
Wrestling Nerd Alliance.
I like it. We got
Beautiful.
something here. Fantastic.
Mr. Angle has done it once again.
Macho Man and Hulk Hogan came together to form the Mega Powers.
Mega Powers, yeah.
Which one of us is on steroids?
Definitely Fred.
I like to take things in the ass, so that'll probably be me.
What?
No, not like, come on, no, not like that. It's just,
That's enough time for me.
I just have,
SummerSlam Sunday. Good night, everybody.
All right, see you guys.
I just have soft tissue. It's okay. And over the years, it's gotten hard. I don't know why.
Are you using a man pond?
I'm using anything that will work. As you get older, things change, and yeah.
That depends.
Oh, I see. I got what he did there.
It seems like in the as you get older, things harden in the front. I mean, in the back, but things get softer in the front. So I don't know.
Wow.
I'm just gonna let that one sit there for a minute or two.
I think it's Craig.
Hey, what's up, Rob?
How are you, man?
Good. I mean, I'm not too happy with the comments I've gotten the last several weeks about looking like Farva, and Fred gets like these great things. What?
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna. Okay, look, the Farva thing. It's not wrong.
It was dead spot on.
Oh, really?
It's
I
not.
mean, you saw
yeah.
that head-to-head picture of you and Farva, right?
I did. I like to think that I weigh maybe 100 pounds lighter than him, though.
No, no one said you're
The
fat.
bone structure of your face. That's the thing.
Okay. That's a lot coming from somebody who's very humorous. I'm sorry, did I say humorous? I meant Bill D'Amato. What's going on, Bill D'Amato, over there?
You do look like Bill D'Amato. Holy shit! Holy shit! Are you going to be Goldberg's first victory, Ed?
Direction. Right? Wasn't that
No, wait. I need to make sure. You are talking about Ed, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't have the hair. You know, I don't dress like Lieutenant Dan with my legs.
I don't like the smell of cigarette, Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
And then Cliff, he's being quiet right now. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Aside from Craig and I, the only other person that loves to hear the sound of their own voice more would be Clifford L. Johnson.
You know what? I'm actually just enjoying myself.
He's enjoying the shit show.
Just sitting on my television right now.
Yeah.
Cliff, I
guess
know,
he's busy.
I didn't know if I got a chance to tell you yet. I actually booked you on the Maury Povich show with Kurt Angle. See if things were going to happen,
Really?
man. If really everything was going to work out. Is he your dad?
That,
Are you the father?
He might be. He might be.
That's a good that's a good father to have.
I am pretty awesome at everything. It could be. It's a genetic predisposition, you know. Mental attitude.
In all honesty, Cliff was almost not able to make the big showdown tonight.
Really?
Hey.
He's
You gotta put my personal business out there like that.
I'm not
Whoa.
putting your personal business out. You had a family to get to. The Angle family reunion.
That's right. Olympic slams for everybody with every burger you eat.
And I canceled it for you guys.
I appreciate that.
Wow. Threw away a career opportunity to do a wrestling podcast that literally nobody's going to listen to.
There you go. 50.
True.
50, right.
True.
Can you imagine with Kurt Angle and Cliff like having their feet tied together and doing that three-legged walk race together at the Angle reunion show, the Angle reunion family fucking function?
I don't use my feet when we do those.
You use your other leg?
My other leg.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, son.
Third appendage. All right, guys. Wow. So I can't believe we actually made this work. I mean, we had maybe do I want to say a few difficulties? I might have thrown a couple things.
Yeah, like, I just stayed silent and let Craig have his
You have
temper tantrum.
Fred has experience with this because I'm a diehard Yankee and New York Islander fan, and if anybody knows anything about the New York Islanders, it's literally always bad news. So Fred has seen my worst as a sports fan, and also with wrestling as well. I mean, you've seen me absolutely lose my shit over wrestling. So that's what just happened in the setup for the show. So for all you guys out there wondering, this was terrible. I'm so sorry.
Ed, you finally spoke. What? Ed finally spoke, everybody.
Oh, Ed's there? Oh, cool.
Nope.
Oh, he's not there.
Hey, you took a shot already?
Oh, yeah, I did.
We're taking a shot for you guys because this is a great occasion for the two of us to finally be on a show together and to hopefully not fuck it up terribly.
Skull. Well, we're
Word.
glad to, but it's cool.
Cheers. Oh.
Guys, this is a huge weekend in wrestling. I mean, not only is it SummerSlam weekend in Brooklyn, but it's also NXT. And then, there's all these other rumors coming out about, who's going to get... People might be called up. Some Money in the Banks might be cashed in. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to jump into SummerSlam. I mean, I think it's time. I think we should start talking about SummerSlam. We have 13 matches to go through here.
Jesus Christ.
It's going to be a long card. Matches.
13 matches and 7 hours of content right before I'm supposed to watch Game of Thrones.
Jesus.
I already saw the next episode, so...
Oh, it leaked?
Yeah, it leaked.
You leaker.
It's not the same. You gotta watch it on your giant television.
You're one of those guys.
I totally watched...
We lost connection for a few minutes.
Oh, man.
Anyways, it was good. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, don't say the goddamn word.
Daenerys died.
I'm still... the only episode I saw this season was the premiere.
And how did you not come back?
It's all on my DVR.
Oh.
This man can't find the time.
I'm sure you run into this situation where you're told, don't watch it without me.
Yeah,
No. I gave up on that many years ago. There's like one... I was supposed to watch Homeland with my wife many, many years ago. And we watched the first season together, and it went perfect. It was great. We loved it. Then we had a kid, and everything fell apart. And I had 3 seasons of Homeland on my DVR, and then one day I was just sitting there, I was looking at it, it said 37 new episodes. I'm like, fuck it, I'm streaming every episode tonight. Sorry, Jen.
You catch up. Sad to say, I have not seen one episode of Game of Thrones.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Ever. I've never
It's
watched
good.
it. I've
very good.
watched a bunch of recaps on it, but I've never sat down and watched an episode. Sorry.
Yeah,
So
we're all...
wrestling, you guys.
Not as nerdy as you guys think.
Oh, Ed's trying to do the same old routine on this show as he does on the other one.
Ah, I see what's going on here.
That's like in the WWE when they came out with the Razor Ramon and Diesel, and they were two fake jobbers trying to steal the gimmick and pretend that Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were coming around. Terrible.
Terrible.
Are you calling us jobbers?
Are you calling me fake Nash?
Fred, I think what we're actually calling them are, you know what it is. The Good Brothers always say it. Ready?
Nerds!
We were waiting to do that.
You were the Isaac Yankem of wrestling podcasts.
Oh,
That's rough, man.
all right.
I wouldn't
That's
say that to
okay.
my mother.
That just means that I need to take a few months off, come back as Kane, and set your ass on fire.
Good point. Good point. He's got a great point there.
That's true. You can set my ass on fire. Whatever you got to do.
Fred likes to ass on fire.
Of course. With friction.
I have to,
I need a little spice in my life, you
I
know.
have to pour some of this back because these shot glasses are way larger than they should be.
TV. Is that John
That
Favreau?
That went bad.
John,
Yeah, I took time out of shooting Cowboys and Aliens Part 2 to join you guys tonight. Because it's SummerSlam season.
It's amazing.
so
Just
having fun, getting drunk, and bullshitting.
Oh yeah, trust me guys, in an hour, like I'm on my third shot right now of a Fireball, and
Hey, want to do another one?
yeah,
All right, there we go.
just be warned. But
Those
maybe
are well-made glasses.
maybe we'll let Rob take the beginning reins on this show.
All right. Well, Fred, let's talk about SummerSlam. Let's talk about
Yes.
one of the first pre-show matches. Let's go with the Cruiserweight Championship match. Woo. Seeing Cruiserweight Champion Akira Tozawa taking on Neville.
Titus
Now-
Worldwide.
Why? They got their first championship this past Monday on Raw when Akira Tozawa. Actually, was a really fun match. Akira and Neville, they went at it. I really like watching Akira throw that big senton off the top rope because it always looks like he kind of floats in midair for a second and then dropped. But yeah, Akira wins the belt, and he now is going on to SummerSlam with a rematch against Neville, Fred.
Yeah.
My question is, do you care about 205 Live in the Cruiserweight division?
Oh man, I plead the fifth, my friend. Oh man, it's every time I catch 205 Live, it's always something to do with Gallagher and Brian Kendrick not liking England. And that's pretty much all I can say. Or Davari is on it or something like that. I don't know what to do. And people were saying, "Oh, Big Cash should be on 205 Live," and I'm saying to myself,
Enzo.
Enzo, what I think, Big Cash.
Big cat. Yes.
The Fireball's been kicking in.
We're already losing control here.
They're like, Enzo should be on 205 Live, and I'm like, why? He doesn't know how to wrestle.
Right.
I was actually surprised that Tozawa I don't know. I'm happy for Tozawa that he won the championship from Neville. It just seemed a little lackluster. I mean, Neville's held the title for so long, and I just felt, it kind of came out of nowhere. Kind of would have been maybe cool if he won the title at SummerSlam, but yeah. But good for Tozawa. It gives credibility at least to the Titus Worldwide brand.
Yes.
True.
They did need it.
They needed it badly because we've kind of liked them. Oddly enough, we have this weird kind of fascination with Titus O'Neil where we
do, yeah.
where we shouldn't like him, but we do for some reason.
Absolutely.
And
Because he's black?
Absolutely.
Once you go black,
I mean, at least he was honest.
once you go black, Kurt Angle's your dad.
So weird. So weird.
So, obviously, I gotta try to stop saying fucking obviously.
Obviously.
I didn't obviously count on our last episode. I think.
Stop paying attention.
Fuck. Right, so, Fred.
Yes, sir.
Who's winning? Is Akira retaining, or is Neville getting the belt back?
This is a tough one because obviously, I don't know. Tozawa, I would love to have him keep the title. Something in my gut tells me that this was a fluke victory of sorts, and I think that Neville is going to regain the strap. I don't know. Something about it. You know what it is that Neville's been champ for so long, and then all of a sudden he just drops it like randomly on Raw to Tozawa. And I don't know. I think he's going to take it back somehow.
Just want to jump in real quick. I was going to say pretty much the same thing. Is when they do these title changes the week before a pay-per-view, and especially like a title reign like Neville's, it just always comes off as kind of like random, and like why they do this now when they could have waited until Sunday. There's two ways to think about it here. They either wanted to put it on like a main show that somebody was watching, Raw, because I feel like a lot of people don't watch the pre-shows, at least I know I don't, and they wanted to change the title and they wanted people to see it, or that ultimately the title is going to go back to Neville, and that's kind of where I was going with this. I think Neville I think he's going to win it back here, because why have Tozawa win it? It reminds me of like when Sasha Banks kept winning the title on Raw against Charlotte all those months, and then every time they got back to a pay-per-view, Charlotte would win it back. So I'm looking at the card as a whole. I was trying to I was bored at work today, and I like wrote down my predictions and everything. I was really fucking bored.
Who's the nerd now?
Yeah. How dare them call him? How dare Cliff call himself a nerd and he doesn't watch Game of Thrones? God damn.
I know, really.
Hey, I'm nerdy in other ways.
Yeah. Well, you do like wrestling, so I got you got a point there.
I watched Dragon Ball Z. How's nerdy is that?
Oh, okay. All right.
Redeem.
Redemption. Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, so I was looking at the card as a whole, and I feel like this is gonna be a face-heavy winning show, and I know they like to do 50-50 booking, so I'm going with Neville on this one, just because I need a heel here.
What do you guys
I really
think?
don't want to see Neville pick the belt back up. I want to see it on Akira Tozawa for quite some time.
Oh, really?
Just so that it's different. Anybody else. I just don't like Neville personally.
Oh, you don't like Neville? Oh, man. I'm a big fan of Neville's heel.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a cruiserweight
Braun has
spots.
been killing it.
I was going to say, he's the
literally held
only
his
character.
205 Live on his back.
Yeah, he's the only character in the Cruiserweight division that actually
Is worth something.
has a character. He has
Exactly.
the face of a troll.
He does. He looks like he belongs on, like, Lord of the Rings or something.
I need another beer.
It's a shame that Neville is kind of the same way as like Asuka is with the NXT Championship. Is that
Women's Championship.
He's so far up compared to the rest of the talent that it seems that it doesn't really seem so believable when he drops the title. And
Right.
And if Ember Moon beats Asuka tomorrow, it seems like it would also be kind of forced as well.
Right?
I don't know. Have you guys been watching 205 Live? Are you guys like what? I really don't at all. So
I'll say for myself, I never watched 205 Live. I know Fred doesn't watch it, even though he just said a couple minutes ago that he's like, every time I watch it, Brian Kendrick's on. I'm like, you don't watch it, though.
You caught
When I
me.
watch 205 Live is when I'm recording, like I'm doing right now.
Right.
What do you got on?
He's watching it now.
What's on? What match is on now, Cliff?
Every time we're recording our show, he's watching wrestling.
Like, shit, I better watch it this week.
It's like the only time I really get a chance to sit down and watch it is when I'm recording with you guys.
No, I hear that.
Yeah, it's tough. It's fucking 5 hours.
It's hard
at
enough
least
when-
of wrestling.
It's hard enough when there's 5 hours of Raw and SmackDown, and then they throw in NXT and 205 Live, it all in 1 week.
Right.
Like, I'm supposed to watch fucking
in
6
3
hours of
days.
wrestling in 1 week.
3 days.
That's a quarter of a day. Like, I'm gonna waste a quarter of my day to watch a fucking 6 hours of wrestling. I don't think so.
That's what the fast forward button's for.
That's right.
True.
That button's been faded. It's just like I can't do enough of it.
All right.
Next for that match, Cliff?
All right. I think we all. Cliff. I mean, what do you?
For that match?
Cliff, who do you got on that match?
I'm gonna go with Tozawa to keep it.
All right.
The fact that they're switching it up a little bit, I really do like what what Neville has been doing with the Cruiserweight title and with that brand. But I do feel like it's time to put the belt on somebody else and maybe give Neville a chance to not really start from the bottom, but really to work with some other guys and just see him, being a hungry, evil fucker trying to get his belt back.
All right. I like that.
I think they're just missing a big opportunity with 205 Live. They really need to get some cruiserweights on that show.
I feel like 205...
Besides just the fucking 6 that they have.
Yeah, I feel like 205 Live really needs to move to, like, Full Sail University. I think I talked about that on Twitter a couple weeks ago. It's just like... It dies in the giant arenas where they film SmackDown. Like, nobody cares. Like, and they tape it after SmackDown. So, like, the crowd just watched, like, Shinsuke Nakamura in a main event against AJ Styles, and then they're going to fucking stick around and watch Jack Gallagher versus Akira Tozawa. Like, no. Why would they do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should record it beforehand if they're going to keep it on Tuesdays. I think they should record it beforehand.
Absolutely. Right, because then the crowd is at least hot then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, completely agree. For
the record, I believe Akira Tozawa is winning.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
I
Okay.
didn't say that.
I'm in the dark on this one.
No, so the entire Wrestling Nerds Alliance are going with Tozawa, and the Wretched Wrestling is going with Neville here. So, all right. So
the rivalry
we've
continues.
got some dissension here.
The rivalry continues.
We should put a wager on this.
Why?
I wouldn't mind doing it. We should do it for the 4-way.
There you go, for the 4-way.
Sounds good.
And I'm not talking about what's going on over here.
The 5-way.
The man pile of doom.
Man pile.
So what's
Can we just rename the episode Man Pile?
Sorry, Rob.
What's the next match we're gonna go over there, Craig?
Yeah, let's go to the SmackDown Tag-Team Title match, which is also on the kickoff show. New Day.
A bunch of bullshit.
New Day.
Really? Kickoff show.
Yeah. So, Ed, what do you think? We got New Day, the brand new SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, Big E and Xavier Woods defending against the former champions, the Usos. Could you make any more noise?
WWE Tag Team Champions.
Oh, it was so smooth.
Very nice.
If I was a woman, oh my god.
I'm smooth like butter, baby.
All right, so
Moist.
I'm gonna direct this one at Ed. So Ed, what do you think, man? I mean, New Day just won the tag titles a couple weeks ago. Usos have been so great as heels since their heel turn, and I thought they were at least decent as champions. Who do you think wins this match here? I don't think this one's a hard one to call at all.
I really would give it to the Usos if I was booking it myself. Personally, I think the New Day needs to pass on the tag titles. For a New Day, which would be the Usos.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say. I mean, for me, this one's a easy one to call. This is like a program they've been doing for the last couple months now. I like the Usos a lot. The New Day serves a purpose. They're money makers, and they move that merchandise, and the crowd loves them. They just won the titles last month, so. This is like a really easy one for me to call. I'm just going with New Day. There's not much more to talk about in this match for me because I'm not very invested in this match at all. I love all of the work that New Day has done, and the Usos too. I can't give them enough credit. Me and Fred use them as examples for teams needing a refreshment, like when they need when they just need to, like, when nothing's happening anymore, it's time to just flip the script and turn them heel. We talk about that with, like, Dean Ambrose a lot. We say Dean Ambrose needs to flip the script. So I give the Usos a lot of credit. They've been phenomenal, but they just dropped the titles. New Day's, I would love for the Usos to have it, but for me, it's a very easy call with New Day retaining. Especially on the pre-show.
First of all, I would like to reiterate that them being on the pre-show is utter bullshit.
Hell yeah.
I agree.
They have probably one of the hottest feuds going on SummerSlam right now. Out of everybody that's having matches, but besides Kevin Owens and AJ Styles, they've literally been going, this is the grudge match here.
Right.
So I think it should be focused more on the card. But that being said, New Day just became champions. I think this grudge match needs to be the final one for a while. and New Day can go ahead and retain. So the Usos can move on for something else. I don't really know what it will be because the tag division on SmackDown is kind of shitty right now. But
Very weak.
you know, if anything, it would give another tag team the ability to kind of shine against the Usos. Against the New Day.
I'm gonna say, and it could just be because I'm a little intoxicated.
It is.
Thank you. That the New Day retain, even though I really like the new Usos and the whole Uso Penitentiary and the battle rap shit, the New Day retains, and that they go on to face a team coming up. Maybe the Authors of Pain.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the Authors of Pain myself too, because at Saturday at NXT Brooklyn, the Authors of Pain are defending the tag titles against Sanity, and I do tend to think that Authors of Pain might be the ones getting called up immediately after.
You see, Rob...
And it would make sense to have Authors of Pain show up and just destroy the New Day as their first thing on the main
exactly. You're destroying the most established tag team in WWE today, which is the New Day. So, like, what better way to introduce them than that?
Yeah, Rob, I think maybe 2 weeks back, you guys were talking about Breezango and who you thought the mystery attacker was. That would be Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, and I'm kind of behind that. I think that would be such a great feud. Well, I mean, I guess they would have to deal with things with Breezango first, but I would love to see them, feud with the New Day eventually. I mean, I don't know. Has one of them been hurt? Is there a reason why they have been off television?
I've heard that they've been repackaging them, and basically the writers have nothing for them. Much like Dolph Ziggler at the moment.
I mean, Luke Harper wrestled on a house show recently under a mask as Kara's partner.
Okay.
Random.
The thing with Luke Harper, and this is going to sound like a complete fanboy, but I don't care. I love Luke Harper.
Me too.
I think
I love
Luke Harper should be a main event player. He could be the next Bruiser Brody. He could be the next, Mike Awesome, if you want to call it that, in that he's a big man who can do just about anything. The only thing that he has going against him is his look, which could be a plus, but it's also a minus in that it's a cosmetic business, and the guy is balding. He's got the gray hair.
Grizzly.
He looks like a mountain man, which is not necessarily a thing, right, Ed? You shaved. I was impressed. You came over. It was
clean cut.
A lot less. A lot less.
I have less beard than you do at this point.
True.
Yes.
True.
That almost never happens.
Never happens. Keep my shit tight, son. But no. I do think that it could be Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. I don't like the idea because, to me personally, I think Eric Rowan and Luke Harper need to be separated as far apart as possible. Put Luke Harper over on Raw. Keep Eric Rowan on SmackDown, or better yet, get rid of Eric Rowan. He serves no purpose. He's just a big, giant orange bag of suck. But that
don't like no ginger minge.
Yeah. Right, Fred?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we do get a bad rap, and I can't help
Rightfully
it.
so.
Rightfully
Fred's
so.
not
I mean,
he is redhead.
Yeah, I try.
He's a dark red, though.
It's brown.
Yeah, it's not full ginger, but
He tries to hide it.
You should see him.
Yeah.
You should see him in natural sunlight.
Yeah, this is my vampire look.
His natural color is more of an auburn than it is.
I used to with the lady folks, I used to joke around with that because they'd be like, "Oh, you're a redhead." I'm like, "No, I'm auburn," and stuff. And I used to try to play it off that way, and guess what? It never worked.
I heard that they often asked you if the carpets match the drapes.
That's true, and I said there are no drapes.
There you go.
I removed the drapes.
maybe there's no carpet.
That's what I meant. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. The fireball has officially kicked in.
Oh,
I have
boy.
no carpet in my apartment.
Woo!
All right.
Hard floors, my friend.
Rob, I think we have another match we have to go through here on this kickoff show. We haven't even gotten to the main event here.
Yeah, maybe we
We
should go.
haven't even left the pre-show yet.
Yeah, fuck the pre-show, man.
All right, so next pre-show match, we have got the Miz Taraj, the Miz, Curtis Axel, and who I like to call the Hillbilly Hitman, Bo Dallas, taking on the Hardy Boys, the Woken Hardy Boys.
All right.
And Jason Jordan, Cliff's
This
brother.
match should be on the fucking pre-show.
Yes, this is a pre-show match and a half, for sure.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it wasn't Jason Jordan versus The Miz for the IC Championship, but I guess they'll push it a little bit further, right?
They were talking about that, but I think the reaction that Jason Jordan's been getting, which we discussed in the last episode. Yeah, exactly. What reaction?
What reaction?
But it could have a lot to do with the fact that, I don't know, you're making choices like taking a guy who can't cut a promo and letting him cut a 10-minute sappy promo, taking a guy who has no character whatsoever. He is absolute white meat babyface, and he's American, and you're putting him out in front of a Canadian crowd against, guess what, a Canadian jobber. Who the fuck do you think they're going to cheer for?
It's Bizarro World, don't you know?
Oh, yes. Ooh, Bizarro World. So, Miz Taraj taking on the Hardys and Jason Jordan. Fred,
Who do we got going into this?
who do you think is gonna win?
I'm going with the Miz Taraj. I think Miz gets the pin on Jordan to continue the feud, which will end up being the Intercontinental feud going forward.
I think it's backwards.
Yeah.
Jordan's gonna get the pin on Miz.
Oh, and you think right, okay, that's also a good theory there, and then
Because now he's got something to hang his hat on that he could be number one contender. I pin the IC champion. Daddy, I want a title shot.
Daddy, please give me more. Exactly.
Pins him or makes him tap.
Well, Jordan's got that elevated backdrop neckbreaker finisher.
I know, but wouldn't SummerSlam be the best place to unveil a new finisher?
What's it gonna be?
I don't
The
know.
ankle lock.
Yeah, come on, it's gotta be the ankle lock.
The angle slam.
The angle slam. He can hit a pretty sweet angle slam.
Yeah.
Craig, I know you just took a drink. I'm going to ask you, who's winning this match?
I was going with the Miz Taraj as well. No reason behind it. Again, I did when I did all my predictions, I was like, all my easy picks were that faces were winning the matches on the show. And I was like, well, I gotta pick a heel here and there. So I'm like, well, it's on the pre-show. Nobody really cares. Half of the people are gonna miss it anyway.
That's our rationale for most of the pre-show matches.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
For the most part, we usually go with faces on the pre-show as well. But I mean, we did that with New Day, so I mean, they can't have 3 fucking matches where all the faces win. I don't know. I want to say the Miz Taraj wins on this one. I want to tend to agree with Fred on this one. I don't know why. That's just my mindset going into this match. I really don't have a reason behind it because I really don't like the feud between the Hardys and the other members of the Miz Taraj, which apparently started this week, and I'm supposed to care about it. I don't really give a shit. They were feuding with the Revival and the Club 2 weeks ago, and then the Revival got hurt. So then I'm like, oh, okay, so they'll fight the Club, and then no, we're gonna fight the Miz Taraj for some reason. And then they did this thing where. Okay, so the Club helped somebody out on Raw, beat up. Did he help? Who did he help beat up?
Big Cass.
Yeah, he helped Big Cass beat up the Big Show, or was it Enzo? I don't remember. But I'm like, oh, the Hardys are gonna come out because they've been feuding with them this whole time, and then they didn't come out. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then they came in to the defense of Jason Jordan. I'm like, where am I right now? What kind of drugs did I do?
But you know what? I actually, not to go off topic, I like the idea of the little faction, so to speak, with Big Cass and the Club kind of being big bullies and fucking everybody up.
I would like that as well. It's just it just seems so random this past week on Raw, and it's the completely opposite direction of where they were going before Revival got hurt.
Cliff, who you got?
I don't give a shit.
Calls it like he sees it.
Yeah, I really this match really has no. I don't care. So
no prediction because I don't care.
Looking at the card right now because he doesn't even remember who's in this match.
The Hardys and Jason Jordan are going to win. Like you said earlier, give those guys a chance to put Jordan over Miz so he can get a shot at the NXT title, which will probably be like the next night on Raw.
Probably.
But yeah.
Let me ask you guys.
I don't really care.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Yo.
Why?
Let me ask you something.
Let me ask you a question.
Wait a sec.
Laz, dude. No. Why is Enzo in a shark cage?
Oh.
Should we just talk about that next? They don't give the fuck.
They won't watch much of the old shit. They're like, hey, shark cages, that's a thing.
Is Enzo such a threat that he needs to be 20 feet in the air?
I love how they pull this feud
Against two
out of
fucking
I'm
monsters?
Sorry, I love how they pull this gimmick match from the fucking 80s out of their fucking, like, their hat of fucking gimmick matches, and they're like, this is our gimmick match for 2017! Authors of Pain versus TM61, Chris Jericho is gonna be in the shark cage, and now Enzo is gonna be in the fucking shark cage. Like, why? Why did this come out? Why is this fucking gimmick back? All of a sudden. And, like, when are we gonna have another one? Next fucking, is it gonna be on 205 Live? Because I ain't watching it.
I'm gonna pull out my my nerd dick right now.
Really? Oh, I mean, really?
No, the shark cage came back because they had this.
Jumped out of my seat for a second.
Did Craig leave? He didn't want to see my dick?
I mean, if you want to hold it out for a little longer, that's totally cool with me.
I mean, I'd have
I mean, you know, not for any reason. I just want to wait for Craig, that's all.
I needed more booze to see more dick.
Well, I mean, I'd have to get really close to the camera, though. So,
I can stand it.
You know what's great? Cliff could, like, walk down the block and it would be fine.
it's true.
You've seen it. Camera doesn't see
I could see it from here.
Ton of Cliff's got a big dick jokes, but I'm so right now. I can't remember half of them.
You could throw it off a cliff.
Cage, the shark cage. The shark cage came back because there was this kind of match that tape traders always wanted to see that they finally put up on the network, and everybody was all a big buzz about it. And it
that's right.
Paul Ellering in a shark cage. And I want to say it was the Battle of New Orleans. I want to say Buzz Sawyer.
Buzz Sawyer versus. Oh fuck! I forgot the other name. Like, it's like right on the tip of my tongue. It was like a very rare match, right? I mean, they had just found it like randomly, and it was a big deal at the time. Yeah.
Fred.
Yes.
All right. Fuck Craig.
Whoa.
Rob and Fred, we're breaking away. We're doing our own podcast because we can pull out shit like that.
I'd love to talk about nostalgia.
There you go. Shark Cage came back because that was a big buzz, and then look at Craig. He's so sad.
Don't take him away from me, man.
I'm okay.
Then I'm gonna have to start making the gay jokes.
Jason Jordan is winning the match for their team, as far as I'm concerned. Ed, did you even give your pick on this? Do you care? Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
All right, Craig, what do we got next?
All right.
I guess we can talk about that match. I mean, we were just talking about the shark cage.
I don't think anybody gave any picks for since Big Show versus.
Oh, sorry, we were talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah,
that was my segue. But
my bad.
But like,
I switched to water. I feel better.
But like, you got like a fucking Big Show and you got Big Cass who weigh like 1,000 pounds, you know, both combined, and then you have Enzo on top of the cage, who weighs 150 pounds. It just doesn't make sense. And I can see them next year at WWE being like, WWE presents Shark Cage.
The pay-per-view.
Like they do, we're going to have 3 Shark Cage matches. Like they fucking do for Hell in a Cell. It's fucking ridiculous, man.
I hope they do. I hope they do that.
I do hate that, by the way. That we have
This
these
is bullshit.
that are centered around a gimmick match to where you have 4 or 5 of them in one night.
Yeah.
Why?
Me and Craig would always joke around, like when they had Roman Reigns versus Rusev. They're like, at Hell in a Cell, I'm going to fight you in a Hell in a Cell. What? I don't watch it! Are you kidding? Holy shit! Like, holy fuck, guys.
In a Hell in a Cell.
No.
I had no idea.
I want you in a regular match only.
That would shock me. At Hell in a Cell, I'm gonna fight you 1-on-1, one fall to a finish.
With a referee.
DQs, countouts are enforceable.
And pyro's allowed. So, I mean, this match is pretty insignificant, I would imagine. I'm praying to God Big Show does not win just for the sake of the future of talent.
I think we're going to have our first unanimous, everybody's going to agree on the same outcome here, in that Big Cass is definitely fucking winning this match.
Yes. Yeah.
Fred?
I don't even
Yeah.
Cliff.
Yep.
Cliff. Yeah.
Unanimous!
I think we need to Unanimous. We're all one.
We agree on something.
Woo!
Together. One thing I do kind of hope that happens, is it possible that maybe Enzo is hanging above the ring in the cage, and Big Cass jumps up, grabs the cage, and yanks it down, and Enzo falls out?
That could be
That would
possibly
be nice.
Yeah, it could be possible. He could probably get like 10 or 11 feet in the air.
I do want to share some dirt sheet information I read today, is that the reason that they're suspending Enzo in the cage, as I'm sure everybody knows, is that he's got all this backstage heat for all these things. He got kicked off a tour bus a couple weeks ago. By Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Tons of people do not like him. The gist of it is that Enzo Amore is afraid of heights in real life, and this is just a way of punishing him.
Awesome. That's fucked up.
Isn't it?
Awesome. I love it.
Ed, how do you feel about the new the Big Cass heel turn now? Are you feeling it, or you get?
I mean, I get why they had to do it, but no, I mean, it just comes off as Test 2.0 to me.
And he looks like Tess too. It doesn't help him.
Exactly.
But you know what? They changed his Transformers entrance music.
They did.
God.
Thank God, it was terrible.
Oy.
Now it sounds like a remix of Cult of Personality.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Enzo would be a great heel manager for Cass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually think that could happen. I feel like this whole feud is going to come about to where Enzo was working with Cass the whole time, or maybe he just kind of looked at it as, hey, if you can't beat him, join him, and went back to his buddy. And now he's snitching Cass.
That would be the stupidest thing. Because not because the idea is stupid, but because it's the Big Show. Like, why would he want to turn to team up with the Big Show to put him over? Like, it's not for a title. It's not for the IC strap. It's not for the world title. It's to have a match against the Big Show.
Well,
Right.
the Big Show's the only other person that can compete with him on a physical level, height-wise, so you're taking out the only other person that could stand a chance early with underhanded tactics, I guess is the idea. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, it's not like
Okay, you got me.
yeah, it's not like Big Show's. As much as we think of Big Show, it's not like he's getting squashed by Big Cass every week. I mean, he is putting up a decent fight here and there.
I just wanted to quickly talk about. I think we briefly talked about it before, about Enzo Amore being, kind of like has all this backstage heat, and Fred mentioned that he might be going to 205 Live.
No, I don't want him to.
I know. I know you said that, but I'm
thought,
saying that that's one of the rumors going around. But the thing that I don't understand is that they want to. Basically, he's Vince McMahon's worst enemy. Like, Vince McMahon is the reason He is completely hated backstage. He doesn't believe in him. He doesn't want anybody. He enjoys watching him get beat up by big guys. Apparently, that's part of it as well.
Yep.
And
Dominate him.
I'm like, and then I heard these reports that they're like, okay, he might be sent down to NXT. I'm like, okay, I could see that. Or
it makes sense though.
Or he could be sent to 205 Live. I'm like, but 205 Live is recorded the same night as SmackDown, so he would still be around Vince McMahon. That makes no sense at all. So there's no way he's going to 205 Live. If anything, he's going to NXT, because that's where he's a fucking star anyway.
Right. But do you think now that NXT has changed a bit, and you have your Kyle O'Reillys, your Bobby Fishes, your Aleister Blacks, soon to be Adam Cole, baby.
Baby!
You think that sending Enzo back down to NXT, the crowd will shit on him?
I don't. I definitely don't. I feel like he'll get like a hero's welcome coming back.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's just
maybe
me. That's just
maybe in the beginning. But then
How
how much?
happy to see him back, and now it's like, fuck Enzo.
Yeah,
He can't work.
right. Like, how many times are you gonna get your ass kicked and then not come up on top? But like, at least with Cass, like, he had the guy to back him up, and I'm just a little worried about. I mean, he needs to. I don't know. I think he needs to be a manager at this point. He's not a good wrestler, but he's got great mic skills. So why the fuck not?
I mean, the people love him though.
He needs to just be like a fucking shitty Paul Heyman.
Yeah. Come out with that old cell phone.
Right. Just give him big guys to manage and call it a day.
Hell yeah.
All right, I think we got to start moving along on here.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
4 matches in, and we're almost at an hour here.
Let's talk about some fun shit.
Fun? What's fun in your eyes, Fred?
I don't know. I heard that Robb, Ed, and Cliff are big fans of Baron Corbin, so maybe we could talk about him.
Ooh.
Moist.
Do you want to know why that word always pops up on our show when Baron Corbin's name comes up?
Why?
Because not only is he always fucking wet when he comes to the ring, but the feeling I get when Baron Corbin is on my TV or in my general vicinity is the same feeling you get when someone says the word moist. It's just that, oh, God.
Yeah, Cliff, can you say that quickly?
Moist.
There you go.
There he is.
I
Somebody
popped
on
for that.
Periscope just said they want a Mickey James nip slip.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Oh, man.
She's not wrestling. She's not wrestling at all, so that doesn't help our cause. Periscope viewers.
Can we say our favorite women's wrestling moment ever was when she grabbed Trish Stratus's fucking snatch and then licked her hand?
Oh, yeah, it was amazing.
That was fucking bone-inducing.
We have a lot of Facebook comments as well. Should we read some of these?
Yeah, let's try to. Let's see.
All right,
what we got here.
my wife is commentating a lot. Nice shot glasses. Yeah, she knows she made them, so she wants that.
Right.
Oh my God, there's more of you. She hears the rest of you, I guess. No, I did not marry Farva.
Yes,
You kind of did.
Don't deny it, meow.
Cola.
Next time he comes upstairs.
Ooh, hey Craig, what happened to the Red Sox-Yankees game? I just woke up. Go fuck yourself, Ryan.
Touchy subject.
Can you clean that fireball off my table? Already did, bitch.
I'm about to spill some mo in a second, motherfucker.
How can we make Apollo Crews great again?
Ow! Yeah, baby.
Did I call his wife a bitch?
Somebody's getting smacked tonight.
Oh my God.
Oh, she's asleep. I'm getting smacked tomorrow.
There you go.
Your wife's name is Jennifer,
Jennifer.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. Jennifer, I didn't say that. That was all your husband.
It was definitely Ed.
The words
And I
expressed
said,
are not the...
He thought it was humorous.
We have a question. How How can we make Apollo Crews great again? I'm sorry, I don't think he ever was great.
Is he running as Trump's mate? What the fuck does that mean?
The only way you're going to make Apollo Crews great again is if you have another human being's voice come out of his mouth.
Don't let him talk.
Give him a mask and call it a day.
You know what? Actually, I do have an idea on how you make him great. It's a little outside the box, and it's because I'm an ECW mark. Give him a Bill Alfonso. Make him Rob Van Dam.
Call it right down the middle, baby!
There you go. That's right, Daddy.
Give him Enzo.
What I mean is, give him Enzo. Give him Enzo.
It's not bad.
There you go. Give him Enzo More and just let him go out there and do the shit that a guy his size should not be able to do. Don't talk. Don't smile. Don't nothing.
I fucking hate his smile.
Just work.
Oh, the smile is the worst, dude. It just reeks of just cheesiness.
Yeah.
I feel like we went on a tangent there. So we were talking about John Cena and Baron Corbin. We were talking about John Cena and Baron Corbin, and nobody gave any kind of thoughts other than that he's moist.
No. What? Baron Corbin winning. 100%. John Cena is going to Raw. Baron Corbin, he just lost his cash-in.
Yeah.
They see big things in him, even though the rumor is that he's got a lot of heat backstage because of his Twitter antics. Baron Corbin's winning. John Cena's going to put him over. Is it going to be clean? Is it going to be after 800 chair shots? I don't know. Baron Corbin's winning. That's what I said.
I'm just a little torn.
Asshole?
I'm a little torn.
He's been peeing a lot, so.
No, I'm not peeing.
So those damn Long Island iced teas. You're sipping them through one of those straws, those little, goes in like different directions and all that, twists and turns.
Straws with the umbrellas.
Yeah.
I'll check his prostate for him later. It'll be okay.
I feel like a lot of this card is a lot of waste and filler.
Very much.
For real.
A lot of it.
I don't know.
It's just like, we got 4 hours.
It's kind of, It's kind of like WrestleMania, where they're just like, we got to get all of our stars on the same fucking show, and at the same point, I don't want to fucking see Baron Corbin versus John Cena at all. I don't give a fuck.
Or Randy Orton versus Rusev.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll talk about that next. But I mean, John Cena versus Corbin. Corbin might have had the worst Money in the Bank cash-in of all time. I don't think there is a worse one. John Cena's cash-in, he lost. But it was I don't even remember who he cashed in against. I don't even fucking remember.
Who?
John Cena. He was one of the 3 people who lost.
Oh, I don't remember.
Damian Sandow cashed in on John Cena. I remember that one. And it was like a lengthy match on Raw, and it was entertaining, and he lost. Okay. Yeah. But fucking Baron Corbin cashed in and got rolled up and immediately lost. Like, that screams punishment to me. And I know Robb was saying that, maybe, I know he's got a lot of heat. I know. But, no, I think that's it. I think he's got a lot of heat. So I think he's going to be put through the doghouse a little bit more. I don't think it's just going to be losing Money in the Bank contract. I think he's going to lose to John Cena. John Cena just jobbed to Shinsuke Nakamura clean. I don't think he's going to lose 2 fucking, consecutive matches clean, or even if he loses via shenanigans. But I think Cena's winning this one. That's just my opinion.
What do you guys got over there on the WNA?
I hate to agree with you, Craig, but I'm afraid I feel completely exactly the same way you do.
Oh. Hey,
well,
Ed.
good for you.
Can we be friends?
Sure. What about you, Cliff? What do you think?
Once again, I don't care, but I'm going to go with before I predicted that Corbin would lose, but then he would cash in on Shinsuke at the end of the night or whenever their match would be. But since he already lost his cash in, I'm going to flip that and say John Cena wins.
I've been hearing reports that the officials backstage have not been too high on Corbin lately, so I'm also going to go with Cena on this one. And they've been mentioning, I think that you guys had a link to this as well, that John Cena has not had a good SummerSlam run over the last 5 to 6 years, and I believe that Cena will pull up the victory.
Shout out to Jake.
It's not a Shinsuke, it's not a Shinsuke Nakamura where he can lose to him. It's a Baron Corbin where, I think that then he still has some time and some grooming to do.
Right.
Not too much grooming, or he'll go bald. But it's not like Nakamura.
Just cut that shit off anyway.
Yeah.
He's kind of got that Shawn Michaels, like, I have long hair, but I'm trying my best to, like, make you all not realize I'm going bald look right now.
Right.
You know what? Some people can't help that shit.
Like who?
Rob.
Tough. Not Fred.
You know you have alopecia, man.
I'm
We're not
good.
talking
Who are we
That's right,
talking about
I
here?
have alopecia. Never mind the fact that I have a beard and eyebrows.
Are you at that? Are you part of that? Are you part of that rival real estate company from Arrested Development? What were they called? What was he called again?
I don't remember.
Stidmore or something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Sitwell. It's Rob Sitwell.
Fantastic reference.
So Cliff, I want to know what match what besides the 4-way match, what match are you excited for? You don't seem very passionate tonight. I'm not
Man,
feeling
you know
I'm
what?
not feeling the CL Johnson.
It's not my fault.
Why not?
All right, Snitsky.
Because, I'm serious right now. It's not my fault because the WWE is not giving me a match to give a shit about.
What do you want? What
So
do you
they-
like?
Well, I guess all of the matches that we haven't mentioned are actually the ones that I do actually kind of give a shit about.
All right, but
I-
you around a little bit.
I think I disagree, because there's no way you give a shit about Rusev versus Randy Orton. There's no fucking way you care about that.
We kind of already mentioned that one, but
Came out of nowhere. No,
well, Fred dropped it, but he didn't. We didn't discuss it.
I was gonna say, I know I'm not sober, but I don't remember.
When you went to
I
go,
remember us
when you went to
talking
go
about-
drain the main vein, Fred said something about it.
I am frunk as drunk right now.
Fred.
I told you I would be drunk for this goddamn podcast, and I would not
Appreciate
disappoint.
And I never get drunk.
Rob never gets drunk. He's more like Rob Spanish, because he's drunk.
I apologize in advance for these jokes.
It's okay. It's okay. But I do give a shit about the 4-way.
The 4-way.
The 4-way. I do care about AJ and KO. I care about Bray and Finn. And I care about the Usos and the New Day.
Okay, all right. Let's get this off the table right away. Randy Orton and Rusev.
Nobody cares.
Nope.
Move on.
RKO finish by.
RKO. We all know Rusev's losing, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So we'll skip that.
I'm going with Rusev.
You just want to be the asshole that goes, I'm going with Rusev.
Yep.
He thinks he's handsome.
I had it written down. It's on my
I
list.
think he is pretty roo-roo. Pretty roo-roo.
I want
I
Ruru to
feel
win.
like I do want Rusev to win. They should
I feel like the faces are winning all of the fucking top matches, like the top 5 matches on the card. So that's why I'm picking all the heels on the undercard that nobody gives a shit about, which is why I'm going with Rusev. Shenanigans.
because it's the WrestleMania of the summer.
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right. So we've gone so far off the fucking tracks tonight. All right.
That's what we did.
Let's talk about some fun. Let's talk about the main matches that we want to talk about, you know?
Okay.
And then we'll, you know what I mean? Like,
All right, Fred, why don't you introduce the next match?
if you guys don't
There you
mind,
go.
I mean, like, we got some, you know, this is the first time that the WNA and the WWP have collided. When worlds collide.
Yeah, I'm out too.
What the fuck?
All right. So this is just this is the Fred, Rob, and Cliff show, everybody.
Yeah.
Over, man.
All the
We
assholes have left.
That's right.
So I got here. So you know, Mr. Cliff had mentioned Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. Now, I haven't been feeling Bray Wyatt in quite some time. I think he's been talking a bunch of gibberish that makes no sense, much like what I do on this podcast. But then again, we're gonna have, you know, the possible return of the Demon King. So I'm all on board with that one.
That I am.
I mean, I mean, does it seem obvious? I mean, I don't know.
They've announced it. It's the Demon Finn Balor.
Oh, they have announced it.
Actually, yeah, versus Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
Even in the graphics, he's got the paint and shit on him. So
okay,
they carried Bray Wyatt carried him on.
They did
on Monday. So
it's been over a year.
It's been exactly a year.
It's been a year since
last SummerSlam.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited about that.
This is
it's safe to say that I feel that Finn Balor's going to win this.
Yeah, this is the easiest match on the card to call for me. If he's doing the demon gimmick, he's winning.
For sure. Unless they swerved it and somehow, like, Bray can control it.
Got your demon, Finn.
He might try to do that during the match.
Holy shit. It's coming true, bro.
Call back to episode 2 of the Wrestling Nerds Alliance. I got your demon, Finn.
I got your demon, Finn.
Remember during WrestleMania and they had like Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt, and they had that random shit like in the middle of the match where they had the maggots and stuff.
That was the worst.
Like I feel like something stupid like that's gonna happen at SummerSlam, and I'm really not looking forward to it.
They don't have enough time to do it on a card this fucking huge. It's gonna be a quick match.
The backstage stuff is that they know what kind of special character the demon is, and they're going to treat it as when the demon shows up, the demon doesn't lose. So
he shouldn't.
As if this is a shock to anybody, Finn Balor all the way on this one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll agree with that one. Something that's been interesting to me. I mean, I'm now the one announcing the matches. Craig, do you want to announce a match that you maybe want to
I mean, I don't even want to talk about this match at all because I don't give a fuck at all. But the SmackDown Women's Championship is Naomi defending the title against Natalya, of all people. I think this is a very easy one to call in that, and it's like a off-the-wall easy one to call, is that Naomi's going to retain, and then Carmella's going to cash in, and she's going to win the title. That's.
There you go.
I think that's it. I think it's as simple as that.
I think, you know why I believe that's 100%? Because Baron Corbin cashed in and lost on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So now there's
And they're in Brooklyn.
And I'm going to call it right now.
Top of the century.
Right, she's from Staten Island, so it's right around the block.
Is Naomi's going to beat Natalya. Lana is... Make your mark. You've got a crush. Tamina's going to come out, beat the shit out of Naomi, and then Carmella's going to come out and cash out.
I like that. That makes sense.
Wait, Rob. What name did you say? What name did you say?
Tamina.
No, the other one. What'd you say?
Carmella.
No, starts with an L.
The one that dances.
Lana.
Oh, you mean?
Dancing on the train. Dancing on the fucking train. Dancing on the train.
We've lost all control here.
You know that's the lyrics to her song, right?
Da, da, da.
Sorry, every time we hear Lana's theme song, we have to dance to it because that's the best thing about her.
Well, let's ask a question. Does anybody actually think Natalya is going to win?
No.
I hate this match. I fucking hate this match. Why the fuck is this retard fucking in this match?
Why do you pronounce it like that?
I don't know.
Retard.
I said on the fan show last night, Natalya is vanilla ice cream. She is not mean enough to be a heel. She is not good enough to support to be a face.
She's so irrelevant. She's so irrelevant at this
She's a
point.
solid worker. She's gonna have a spot on the card somewhere.
Ed's got a soft spot for Natalya.
But what about Charlotte, Becky Lynch?
He's got a hard spot for Natalya.
Whoa.
Charlotte Becky Lynch isn't on the card.
Yes!
Ed wants some of that Canadian bacon, yo.
But yes. Wow.
With some syrup on the side.
Wow.
I would love a little, what they call it, poutine? Yeah.
Some
Poutine's
woman
delicious.
poontang.
All right, so let's move on to something else. We've got the Raw Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss taking on Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Fred,
The boss.
the boss, against Little Miss Bliss. Fred, who's winning?
This is a fucking tough one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Partially because I'm drunk and I can't think straight, but
That's right.
I'm definitely only can think gay.
shit. I mean,
He didn't
Craig.
pause when he said it that time. Did you notice that?
Craig, when you
It's
say
because it wasn't about sexual orientation.
Craig, when you say I'm gay, you mean that I'm happy. I'm happy to be here at the.
That's absolutely what I
I'm
mean.
super gay around the NWA and the NWA, the WNA and the WWP. I am super fucking gay. Like, I'm super happy. So, on that note, I want to say
You too, Fred.
thank you, Ed.
Don't steal the man's gimmick, Ed.
Yeah, what do you think? I'm the Sandman. You're Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Jesus.
Oh man, this is actually.
Gimmick infringement.
This is probably, besides the 4-way Universal title match, this is probably like one of the hardest ones for me to call. I don't know how. Does anyone know how long Bayley is out for? Before I make my decision,
I have no idea either.
I haven't heard anything. There's talk that she may not need surgery. So I mean, your guess is as good as mine. Is it rehab that gets her back in like 3 to 4 months? But I know that the plan, obviously, they were building towards the Bayley-Sasha match, whether it be at Mania or Rumble, with Sasha going heel. This probably delayed it. So I think Sasha wins. I feel like they should keep the belt on Alexa, but I think Sasha wins the match.
I feel like Alexa has probably lost a little bit of a step over the last month or so. She was kind of hot for a while. I mean, she is hot, but
She's always hot.
Yeah, well.
Did you guys see that video of that kid slapping her ass?
Oh my God,
So
That
good.
kid is my hero.
that guy's amazing.
It was a kid.
Don't tell Rob that he may try to beat you up. She's the women's savior.
I am not the women's savior. I'm saying female wrestling fans have every right to come to a show and not be sexually harassed by you motherfucking pigs.
It's okay for that kid to touch her ass.
I'm a big
I
fan.
don't care if it's a kid or not. That's the parent's job to step in and say, no, you cannot touch another woman's ass.
Alexa didn't say you can touch her ass, boy.
So when she gives you the okay, get all up in it.
I will say this: Nia Jax did seem to laugh at it and thought it was fucking hilarious herself. Yeah, so she just did that.
He's a Donald Trump fan. What are you gonna say? I think I'm gonna go with Sasha Banks. Also, I think Alexa Bliss has kind of been her momentum has been going down a little bit, and at this point, if it's not Sasha Banks, who she's gonna feud with, I think Sasha Banks needs to take the strap and ride that train, baby.
Incredible. Ed, who's winning the match?
I think Sasha's going to get the W, but I think Alexa's going to keep the belt.
Oh, DQ, huh?
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Craig.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm kind of going with Ed on this one a little bit. I was torn here. I mean, they've alluded to this Sasha Banks and Bayley feud for almost a year now. I mean, I was listening to an old episode of ours from like around Elimination Chamber when they were hinting at this Sasha Banks and Bayley dissension, and now that Bayley's on she's on the shelf now, I was like, okay, what do? They put this title on Sasha, ready so that when Bayley comes back, that she's got a feud ready to go right off the bat. Or do they go the other route and have Alexa Bliss retain, and you have this potential feud with her and Nia Jax, who has, they've teased this friendship right now. They've got this kind of like alliance, but at the same time, you kind of got this feeling that maybe Nia Jax is going to turn on Alexa at some point and have some kind of and challenge her for the title. So I'm gonna go with some kind of maybe shenanigans victory for Alexa Bliss here. Whatever the case is, I think Alexa's going to retain, and she's going to move on to a program with Nia Jax somehow. I don't know how that actually begins.
Can I just say that I think Nia Jax
Give me like half.
needs some anger management because she is hurting Raw lately.
She is a crazy motherfucker.
That clothesline she threw on Dana Brooke where it looked like she knocked Dana Brooke's head into her ass.
She did the same thing to Mickey James. Or no, was it Mickey James?
It was Dana. It was a three-way. Dana, Mickey, and Nia.
What?
No, she just did it again to somebody Monday. Who did she wrestle Monday?
Dana, Mickey, and Nia wrestled on Monday.
Was it? No.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No.
God damn it. No.
All right. Whatever. All right, Craig. Fuck up. Or Craig, we heard your response. Ed, we heard your response. Fred, we heard his response. Cliff, since you want to argue with me when I know I'm motherfucking right, who's winning?
Right. You're never right. First of all.
Always right.
I like the shenanigans victory for Alexa. Alexa wins, retains, but shenanigans and extends the feud so that it gives them some time to actually build to the next pay-per-view and have a rematch. Because I think that it was great for Sasha to win just the number one contenders match to, get a shot at the title, but they haven't really had a chance to actually build it up. They haven't really had too many promos cut against each other to really build the feud. And I think a lot of their real-life animosity needs to come out on Raw and then let them go ahead and build for the next pay-per-view.
Play it out a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. That makes sense.
So either there's a shenanigans victory for Alexa that continues the feud, or Sasha wins the strap and then they have a rematch.
I like that.
Very cool, my friend.
Yeah.
All right. I think we got through most of the undercard and most of the mid-card. I think it's time to get to the four major matches of this pay-per-view, and these are the matches that people are going to remember about this card. So, Cliff, I want to talk about the Raw Tag Team Championship match. Sheamus and Cesaro are defending the Raw Tag Team Championships against Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. What do you got, Cliff?
I'm pretty excited. I like the fact that they're bringing not fully the Shield yet, because they don't have Roman, but
Sierra Hotel.
They're just the
Sierra Hotel.
I wish they would have saved the fist bump for the pay-per-view.
Yeah, me too.
I was really hoping that they would have stretched out one more week of dissension between them. But I do feel like they'll probably give the belt to... What the hell are you whispering over there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm close to the mic.
You're on the mic, dumbass.
Ed's like,
We can see you.
Ed's like lounging back like he's getting some head or some shit.
Shout out to New Holland Brewing Dragon's Milk Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout.
Oh, shit.
Delicious. And I'm sad that I'm out of it. Fuck.
That's straight from Daenerys from Game of Thrones?
You know what else is great? Some Coney Island Brew Mermaid Pilsner.
I picked this up because the girl had...
We got local beer.
I picked it up...
This is local. This is local. New Holland Brewing, brewed in Holland milk.
Local beer from Holland.
Holland, Michigan.
Your feed cut out when you said Michigan, so we thought you said Holland, and we're like, what a douche.
You don't know what the fuck... This is an import, bro.
So if anybody from New Holland Brewing is actually listening to this, which I doubt,
no.
but if anybody is, please send a case over to Robb English, care of Wrestling Nerds Alliance.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So anywho, back to what I was saying. Before I was so rudely interrupted.
Can you see me? Can you see me?
For Dino and old Setho. I've actually care about Dean Ambrose again.
Yes, exactly.
And we were saying he needs to get as far away from the Miz as possible.
Yep.
And get back to his roots. And
yeah,
they listened to us. So thank you, WWE. You did something right.
Yeah. I mean, me and Fred have talked about this at nauseating length about how how terribly booked Dean Ambrose has been for the last year, and especially his feud with The Miz for the Intercontinental title. Nobody gives a shit about you challenging for the Intercontinental title. Move on from that. Go on to other things. I'm finally invested in something that Dean Ambrose is doing, and him aligning with Seth Rollins, it's fucking working with me, whatever the case. I mean, it might be, 3/4 of the Shield, but I'll fucking take it. Whatever, 2/3 of the Shield, whatever.
2/3.
3/5.
I
1/8.
I hate to burst your bubble there, Yos, but I think Sheamus and Cesaro are retaining, and I think someone's from that is gonna fuck one of each other over.
Ooh. If Dean Ambrose does it this time, I would be totally happy with it. If they flip the script.
You see, because they did, if they were going to do this Shield reunion, you'd think they would wait for the fist pound to go at SummerSlam, but they did it on Raw.
That's a good point.
I found that interesting. I don't know. I still think that someone's going to fuck somebody over.
I do agree
And
with
I think Dean should be the one.
I do agree with Cliff that I think that they did it 1 week too early and they should have saved it for the pay-per-view. But you do bring up a good point that maybe the reason they did that is because it's not going to work out at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, right. I'm sick. Everybody, like I said last week, everybody keeps talking about the fucking Shield. I'm sorry. I may be in the Sierra Hotel Omega bitch fucking cunt slap.
Cunt slap.
I'm sick of the Shield. I'm I'm in the minority here. I don't need the Shield to come back.
Yet, and you're already sick.
I'm sick of the Shield. No, it's like a breakup. You need to move on. The Shield was a nice moment of fucking wrestling history.
I disagree.
But
Fred, were you not hugged enough as a child?
Yes.
I was hugged too much.
Why do I ask everybody that? Because I wasn't hugged enough as a child.
Rob, I'll hug you until you fucking cry.
I'm sorry.
Okay, look.
I'm done with the Shield, dude.
Seth and Dean are the Ross and Rachel of the WWE.
Good point. I like that one, actually.
Will they or won't they? And apparently, right now, it is will they. They are getting back together. I don't know if Roman is going to join back into that party, if they're going to make this a full Shield reunion.
Nope.
But I think 100%, the momentum they picked up on Monday, they are winning the tag titles.
Yeah, I agree as well.
But do you think I'm the tag champs, but we don't like each other, grr, type of thing? That
Of course. Anytime they take, and now they are no longer Shield members. They are established single stars. They have both been world champions. Anytime they take single stars and put them back together, they become this we don't really like each other tag team. And that's what's going to happen here. They're going to have their miscommunications. They're going to have their fights. They're going to go back and forth. And then
I'm good with that.
Dean's going to turn on Seth.
The Rock and Sock connection, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's going to be.
I think they're going to be a
like that.
well-oiled machine.
The wet hair and CrossFit connection.
No, I think they're going to actually be a well-oiled machine. Everything's going to be as if it was like they never lost a step. And then eventually, down the road, we'll get a Dean flip.
Exactly.
But not at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. I do think it is all ultimately going to lead to a Dean Ambrose heel turn. We've said it 100 times on our podcast the last couple weeks. But at SummerSlam, in front of a Brooklyn crowd that's going to be fucking hot for this match, it's going to be going crazy for any kind of Shield interaction whatsoever. They're going to win the tag titles, and maybe them losing the tag titles is what leads to to Dean Ambrose's dissension from the group of with Seth Rollins. So that I tend to agree. So Fred, I think you're the only one who went with Sheamus and Cesaro on that one.
Yeah, I did.
Good commentary. Good commentary.
Good job.
Yep.
How's it feel to be a minority?
Oh.
No, I'm just reading some notes that I wanted to touch on later. That's
You want to touch something?
Yeah.
Touch these notes.
Craig, come back.
I'm good over here.
Craig slide away so fast.
I'm over here.
He thinks I'm going to touch him. It's just like,
I didn't say anything.
really unfair for him to think that,
Look, I've watched enough after shows of you guys.
We're doing one tonight, by the way.
One is enough.
We're doing one tonight, you know that, right?
Okay, let's move on to one of the other big four matches. Let's go to United States Championship match. Shane McMahon, guest referee. Champion AJ Styles defending against Kevin Owens.
Ugh.
Craig!
Ooh, you chose me.
I chose you.
I've been chosen.
All right.
He
AJ
threw his
Styles.
Pokeball at you.
I choose you. Wow. You like that?
Craigosaurus.
Craig at you.
I'd like to give us your response on this match in only Poke.
Your feed cut out there, so I have no idea what you just said.
Whatever kind of Pokemon you are, what your name is, that's all you say.
Okay. Can I get you? AJ Styles, can I get you? That's all I got.
Very good. Very good. All right. He made an effort. That's all that matters.
That's
all
true.
Right. So, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens. AJ Styles, in my opinion, does not need the United States Championship.
Yes, I totally agree.
Kevin Owens does not need the United States Championship.
Also, agree. How do they get the title off of both of them in this match? I don't know.
Let's give the belt to Shane McMahon. No,
I would be down for that.
No, what I think is going to happen here is AJ Styles will retain because there's some sort of miscommunication between Shane and AJ, or Shane and KO. KO moves on to a feud with Shane, obviously. I said obviously again. Fuck.
Fucking Robb.
AJ then moves on to a feud with somebody else. That's what I'm thinking. Craig, what are you thinking?
I was thinking more along the lines of this whole Shane McMahon. I feel like Shane McMahon's going to play a bigger part in this match than he probably should. And I know the current rumor is right now is that Shane McMahon might be getting into a long-term program with Kevin Owens at potentially WrestleMania, like he did with AJ Styles last year, and they've already laid the seedlings for that. But at the same time, I know I like to sprinkle them out there. But for what I'm looking at here is that the fact that AJ Styles and Shane McMahon has had these, they've had this like miscommunication those last couple weeks. AJ Styles struck him like 2 weeks ago. He apologized this past week, but he almost hit him again this week, and Shane McMahon grabbed his wrist and was like, next week if you do that, I'm gonna fucking hit you back. And I'm like, they're kind of playing up this old feud between the two of them. And I'm like, honestly, I kind of think this is all leading to a Shane McMahon heel turn for some reason. I don't know why. That's just what my fucking intuition's telling me, is that I think Shane McMahon's gonna fuck over AJ Styles somehow. Is that maybe AJ Styles hits him by accident, and AJ doesn't DQ him, but then he later does something very backhandedly where he'll miss an obvious DQ spot by Kevin Owens, like maybe low blows him, and he just like turns a
nice
eye outside. What was that, Fred?
Yeah, he low blows him. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's nice. You said that's nice, right?
Yeah, it was very nice.
Or something along the lines of like maybe.
How much Fireball have you had?
I had so many shots of balls. It was fucking great, man.
Fred, the balls are on
Balls
fire.
all over him tonight.
Now after this, we're gonna have an after show, right? And we're gonna go back to that same fucking gas station where I fucking told that guy to suck it.
No, you also told him, I got 2 words for you. Debit card! Debit card, motherfucker! And the guy hated you so much.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't have fucking been jerking in the back to fucking some curry fucking porn.
I know this didn't come out. I know this didn't come through on the live feed on Periscope, but the guy took like 5 minutes to come out from the back.
Yes!
He was definitely fucking whacking it in the back.
He came through. It came through on the Periscope just fine.
Oh, okay, thank God.
He went to the back, and he just went into limbo. He disappeared. Like, at least 10 minutes. And then he came back, and Craig decided that he was going to try to get the police called on him. And the guy threw Fred's card back at him.
Yeah.
It was a fun after show, so please, stick around later and watch it.
Watch us fucking venture off into God knows what.
They might get mugged, guys.
It could happen.
It could happen.
Unlikely, we're on Long Island, so we're probably good.
Yeah,
Is that the safe area of
there's no black area around, so we're good.
Cliff, comment? Cliff, comment?
Sorry, Cliff. I want no disrespect to you. Yeah.
The liquor will speak the truth.
Oh!
Long Island is not Charlottesville. I will say that.
Were you in Charlottesville?
I saw you on the news. Oh, man.
I was on that episode of Vice, like, they spaced me.
Fred's a white nationalist only on Saturday and Sundays though. Like Monday through
Yeah.
Friday, he's a pretty upstanding citizen.
Before Cliff buys his one-way ticket to Long Island, let's turn this over. Ed! What we are talking about shit.
You see that eyebrow start furrowing out.
Rob just disconnected.
No, we did. We moved. Fuck, I'm drunk. We moved on to AJ and Kevin Owens. That's right.
Oh, shit.
Why'd you take another drink right there? Yeah, good.
I'm going to say KO.
That's it?
That's it.
I like it.
I'm going to say KO.
You don't have any reason why? This is a podcast. It calls for speech.
He's the heel. And
Yeah.
I think Shane's going to screw over the face. Because that's what McMahon's do.
True.
All right, well said.
True.
Who's winning this match?
I can see.
Did you both leave? Did we just take over?
Fred spilled
Welcome
soda
to the
all over
Wretched
the place.
Podcast with the Wrestling Nerds Alliance. I'm Rob English.
I'm Ed Roll.
We told you it would be a shit show.
Cliff, who's winning the match?
KO's winning.
Is that lotion on the table?
No, those are
Oh, they're wipes. Okay.
What?
Giant bottle of lotion. What are you guys up
No, I
to?
take it back.
That was part of the after show, but we spoiled it for you.
AJ Styles will retain. Moving on to another program with someone. And then, KO and Shane will go into a program. So, I'm going with AJ to retain and be the face that runs the place while John Cena's on Raw.
At least it's not going up the other way.
I know. That's what I thought you were doing for
What the hell is happening?
That's what Fred
He's
said.
sitting next to me. He's got a hole in the leg of his pants. He's tucking his hand down in there like it's a pocket. I thought he was reaching up and grabbing his junk.
He should.
Grabbing that
I
rolling.
was like, I am doing this show with Ed Roland, not Fred Robinson.
It's all these second hand voices. I can't help it.
If it's one of us, someone's going to be pulling out their junk. Someone's going to be doing it. I'm glad it's you. I'm glad it's you, Ed.
I wait till you guys meet each other in real life.
We should, man.
They might start fucking making out.
That'll be the first thing that happens.
I'm really excited for this Fred and Ed connection here. This is all I've been looking forward to, is the two of these guys finally connecting in like this like we've got this kismet connection here, guys.
I feel like
It's meant to be.
Ed would get off the plane. Faithfully by Journey starts playing.
I was thinking something Lynyrd Skynyrd just because of his look.
Well, no, I was going to go Faithfully because I feel like when that guitar part kicks in, that's when they just start making out in the middle of the airport.
Beard stubble just rubbing.
Just
all
rubbing all over each other.
Just rubbing shit.
Start
No.
a fucking fire.
I pull his bandana. I pull his bandana
Fire
off.
kicks up off their goatees.
Ed, I'll pull that bandana off of you, and you'll
Oh, there you go.
pull off
He's
your
letting the hair
beautiful.
out, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
baby!
You'll pull off those beautiful locks for me. And magic will occur, my friend.
By the way, Braun Strowman did steal Ed Rollins' haircut.
He did!
I had it first.
That's true. He did steal your look.
You got a good point.
Yep.
Got a very good point there.
I even had a really big beard at one point, too, so he did. He took my whole look.
It wasn't quite as full as Braun's, though.
Well,
I thought about it with your beard.
All right, so
Weird.
everybody gave their picks for that match, right?
Yeah. Let's move on
except
to the
for me.
next one, Craig.
Got it, Burrow.
I pick Owens as well. I think that Shane will mess up by accident and give Owens the win. Much like Shawn Michaels did to Bret Hart and Undertaker at SummerSlam 97.
Wow, good pull, Fred.
Pulled shit out of the fucking wall
Woo!
Okay.
I pulled that out of the last fucking brain cell I have left tonight.
there. All right, guys.
Still
So
remember that loogie on Brett's face.
That's
Shawn's
true.
face.
Yeah.
the WWE Championship match: Jinder Mahal with the Singh brothers defending against Shinsuke Nakamura this Sunday at SummerSlam. There's a couple things to take here. Ed, I want to ask you. I feel like going into SummerSlam, there was a lot of speculation that maybe that Baron Corbin was going to cash in either after Shinsuke won the title or perhaps Jinder retained. But now that that's off the plate, I mean that kind of gives us a fresh plate. That gives us a fresh start here. So I mean, we're gonna have a definitive finish here, one way or the other. There's gonna be no Money in the Bank interference here. What do you think is gonna happen in this WWE title match?
what I really, really want to happen is for Shinsuke to win and to hold the belt for like a year.
I like that. I'm totally down.
Right,
But
sign me up for that one.
Since WWE never does what I want them to do, assholes, even though we cheered for a Japanese, contender.
Right. There's going to be definitely USA chants during a, India versus Japan match. I don't know who the fuck, we actually did go to war against Japan, so maybe we should root for India in that case, right?
We're bros with Japan now.
But I mean, we have no history with India, so am I supposed to really root against India?
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like India. I have a lot of Indian friends.
Yeah, after we gave
They have
Japan,
good food.
fucking radiation.
Fantastic food!
We gave the Japanese radiation poisoning during World War II, and you would think that the radiation would cause them to have huge, gigantic dicks, but it did the opposite, where it gave them small-ass peckers. And I think there's still some heat between us. I mean, on their side anyway. But the main question is, what the fuck? We do not have a feud with fucking India. Do you guys understand any of this or no?
We've
been arguing this for weeks.
It's like he keeps coming out with his terrible Jinder comes out with these terrible promos like, I am the Maharaja. I am. You people don't like me because I'm not from here. And but then at the same time we're rooting for Shinsuke, who's also not here. So
right,
and we don't hate India.
Killing your whole argument.
Right.
Yeah, I could if they did that with I understood that when they were doing it with Davari, because this was after 9/11 and all that.
Right.
Yeah, but India, we don't have any quarrels with India. So yeah, his whole argument is ridiculous. And before the Singh brothers actually came to SmackDown, they were the faces in NXT. So I don't get that either. But either way.
Rob, what the fuck was that comment on Periscope?
I just wanted to tell everybody in Periscope that I was going to say the word ball.
Alright, so say balls.
You did.
Balls.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh my god. I'm hating you so much right now.
I'm sorry you quit drinking.
Fuck you.
Okay, you want to know what I think of this match?
Yeah.
Are we done
No,
listening to
no
Cliff?
one knows, you fucking piece of shit. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
True feelings.
I know. You've been waiting to get that out for 20 years.
20 years, man.
All right. So, the Jinder Mahal experiment feels like it's dying.
Yes.
Slow death.
Okay?
A slow death, and actually, but saying that,
You just wanted to interrupt me. So the Jinder Mahal experiment is dying, in my opinion, at least. It was a shock when it happened. Nobody believed that the jobber would win the world title out of nowhere. It happened. He got hot for a little bit. The Jinder character started to catch on. 7 matches with Randy Orton in a row, and your promos are exactly the same every fucking week. Eventually, people get tired. Yes, I said tired and burped at the same time. Tired.
Briared.
Tired of that character. Shinsuke Nakamura is a new character. However, they have fumbled the ball completely with Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
You don't need Shinsuke Nakamura to come out and cut a 10-minute promo. You don't need Shinsuke Nakamura to have a goofy backstage segment with Charlie Caruso. You need Shinsuke Nakamura to go in the ring and do what Shinsuke Nakamura does. Capture the audience's attention with his charisma, capture their attention with his work in the ring, and
beat the shit out of somebody.
People, and put on a fucking match.
So
the problem is they decided, let's give him a 10-minute promo. Let's have him cut back 2 segments with Charlie Caruso. Let's have him go in the ring and cut a 5-minute match where he does maybe 2 or 3 things and basically gets his ass kicked and somehow pulls out the win with a Kinshasa. With that being said, I know on the fan show Thursday night, I said that I thought Shinsuke would win. However, I am changing my stance. Why the fuck are you laughing, Craig?
No, we made an inside joke.
We made an inside joke about. We can't say it now.
We can't say it now because people are watching the show.
We'll explain it later.
We'll tell you guys later.
We can't say it because somebody who's watching now. We just can't say it.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with you.
So, Shinsuke.
Cheers.
I said would win on the fan show. However, I will retract that statement and say that I think they are going to keep the belt on Jinder a little bit longer. You're going to stretch this feud with Shinsuke out a little bit. And I believe that the Shinsuke Nakamura feud is going to go from Jinder Mahal to AJ Styles at WrestleMania.
I am going to politely disagree.
That's rare.
No, yeah, fuck being polite. You're fucking wrong, Rob. You piece of shit. I'm gonna disagree. Only because of how WWE has at least portrayed Shinsuke Nakamura in New York and in Brooklyn. Me and Fred
were there last year.
We were there last year at NXT Booklyn II, and Shinsuke Nakamura won the NXT title from
Samoa Joe.
I fucking couldn't remember.
Everybody had a Nakamura shirt on, like 90% of the
crowd, and they're going back to the same arena.
It was like fucking sick, dude. I've never seen anything like it.
Dude, and the reaction of Shinsuke Nakamura winning the title, and us, just the atmosphere of the building when we left the arena, of literally, you still had, the show was off the air, the network cut out at this point, and there's like still 5,000 people still singing his song. It was unbelievable. I've never experienced that as a wrestling fan. I've been to a ton of fucking live event shows. I've been to a ton of pay-per-views, ton of Raws, tons of SmackDowns. That was one of the best shows I've ever been to.
Sorry, Craig. Just on Periscope, I'd like to do a shout-out to the user of Beefy Pussy Lips before we continue. Sorry, Craig. Go on. I could not ignore that. I'm sorry.
So, he said thanks. I'm looking at some of the live viewers right now, and yeah, they may be sex bot. Jesus.
She said thanks. She said thanks.
That's our fan of the week. Sorry, Craig.
Somebody says Shinsuke is super corny to them. I want to know why they think Shinsuke is super corny.
You talk too much.
I know Shinsuke cannot speak English for shit, but I like the fact that he drags it out and it's super long and he goes like, Baron Corbin, you and me are going to fight. I love that for some reason. It's so fucking ridiculous. I think it's fucking great.
This guy at Periscope's like, can I talk about how I give head?
What did he say?
Pussy Lips was like, can I talk about how I give head?
Please do.
Unless you're a guy.
Clips back in.
I hope that's not Corey talking.
Corey.
First she unzips the guy's pants.
You're
Ooh, suspense, people.
Do we know that's really a female?
I don't know.
I'm sure it's not.
Well,
It's Periscope.
Red would be okay with it.
That's very true.
Profile picture.
I'm going to listen.
Uh-oh. Here we go, guys.
I want to tell the world here tonight,
The world.
to the WWP universe, and I want to tell the NWA universe. There's
You mean
only.
the WNA?
Yeah, I heard that too.
I keep saying it. I
the
apologize.
niggas with attitudes.
Rolling in my 6'4". There's one thing I could tell you that is perfectly.
We broke him!
There's only one thing that I know, and there's
so
one
mean.
thing that I can perfectly say is completely honest. That I am straight, and I'm gonna take it to the
Every
bank.
fucking time. Every
That is
goddamn
it, and
time.
that is
Every
all I'll
fucking
say.
time we do this motherfucking podcast, whether the WNA is here
straight
or the
every time.
WWP is by themselves, Fred, there's that hesitation. That hesitation
What?
before you say straight. What is so wrong with
It's a
saying the
speech
word straight?
impediment.
How come it's only that word though?
Because I don't know what happened, but STRs give me straight impediments.
His face, though.
Right. There is a good 2 to 3 second delay between the I am straight.
I can't help it.
Thank you.
I think you guys totally missed all of that stroking cock and balls.
I know.
I was waiting on that to get talked about.
I was like,
Fuck this wrestling shit.
detailed.
This is officially the best show ever right now.
M Runks, what are you drinking? They are drinking lots of Fireball and lots of beer. I had a lot of beer. Ed is drinking a lot of water. Cliff no longer drinks.
We're drinking balls.
He imbibes no
Fireball.
whatsoever.
Yeah,
Fire-
Cliff no
drinking
longer
water.
drinks any fluids whatsoever.
No, just fucking,
Just on the air, bruh.
just
And I'm
solids.
going to say this on the air. Craig,
Yes.
that was very
That's
brave
my
of you,
name.
Craig. That's very brave of you to say the name of that band out loud with an African American gentleman on the show.
Oh, the NWA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stab you later.
I mean, what am I supposed to call him? The N-word with attitudes? I mean, that is their name, right?
Are you gonna give him AIDS?
The NWA.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what they're called, though.
Rolling in my 6'4".
Okay, so
Anyway,
Is that Big Rob Ice Cube?
I told you I get off the rails.
Not at all.
I feel like
I'm not asking.
I feel like nobody gave any picks for this match.
Nobody did.
What are we talking about? Which match are we talking about?
Shinsuke versus Jinder.
Shinsuke.
Shinsuke.
Gender.
Ooh.
Yeah, he already said why too.
Well, yeah, we
Ooh.
already went into why Rob said that, but like nobody else gave why.
Oh, I was
Shinsuke
taking a
went.
piss. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to say Shinsuke just because of like they're gonna be back in Brooklyn. I said it before, but yeah, that's
all
where I
good.
was going with that. It's Shinsuke.
All right.
Shinsuke.
It's time for the main event.
I think Rob and Fred should handle this one.
Fred.
Yo.
All right, hang on. I gotta gotta say a quick thing
He's
here.
Periscope.
Rob, you lead
Ah,
me.
you cunt.
All right.
You
So,
lead
excuse me.
me in this dance.
All right, so you probably saw my Periscope comment go up. Okay. The Fatal 4-Way match for the Universal Title.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time! I always have to
Who's doing
do.
their best buffer impression there?
I try. I love it. I love it.
It's time. Okay. Fatal 4-Way. Brock Lesnar, the champion, with Paul Heyman in his court, taking on the big dog, Roman Reigns, taking on the Samoan submission machine, the right hand of destruction, Samoa Joe, taking on the monster among men, Braun Strowman. Fred, with all the buildup that has happened in this match.
Okay. Well,
Who is walking out with the WWE Universal Championship?
good question, Rob. Now, originally, Cliff kind of stole my theory. Well, he said it first. It was really his theory. That.
Thank you.
Yes. That Roman and Braun would take each other out somehow. And then Samoa Joe would get the submission onto Brock Lesnar and tap him in the middle of the ring to give him the new champion as Samoa Joe.
Well said.
I liked that theory. I really did. But I'm thinking along the lines of Mr. Vince, I'm fucking stupid McMahon. And I'm thinking that, and I think everyone's going to disagree with me on this one, that Brock Lesnar is going to retain the Universal Championship at SummerSlam with a rematch on Raw to possibly crown a new champion the next night.
I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop everybody from talking.
He can't.
No, he is not going to defend the title the next day on Raw because he doesn't wrestle on Raw. All right. Continue, everyone.
Okay, Fred, I am not going to disagree with you.
Oh!
I 100% believe that Brock Lesnar is retaining the title.
It's too
All
obvious.
the talk of him leaving the company if he loses is nothing more than a head fake. The news has gotten out that he is working on another UFC fight against John Jones. But Brock Lesnar will retain, and he will defend the title at the next pay-per-view against John Cena.
I don't believe you.
That's right, Jack.
But that's not going to happen because Samoa Joe's going to tap him in the middle of the ring.
I would love nothing more. Personally, I want Samoa Joe to walk out of SummerSlam with the Universal Championship. However, it's not going to happen. Brock Lesnar is going to retain.
Cliff called it.
Okay, there you go. You listen to the show, you know that Cliff has his segment. Hashtag Cliff called it.
It's not really a segment.
I will slap the shit out of you.
It's more like
It's a thing.
I called it. Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Hear it.
Hashtag Cliff called it. One day we will make t-shirts. There will.
Yes.
I disagree. Brock Lesnar retains. I agree with Fred. Brock Lesnar keeps the belt. Ed?
Roman Reigns.
Ooh.
I was not expecting that from Ed.
He said
Thank
that with
you
a smile
for-
on his face, too.
Your two-word answer. Craig.
What's your rationale? Wait, what's your rationale behind that, Ed?
He has no rationale.
He's
His
just being a
reasons for
dick?
saying Roman Reigns.
He's the guy that Vince wants to hold the belt, so of course they're going to give it back to him.
While I agree that he will eventually end up with the title, Roman Reigns is not winning this Sunday at
Thank you,
SummerSlam. I think, and I hate to be fucking like tooting that fucking horn, but I agree with
Toot, toot.
I agree with Rob and Fred. I think Brock Lesnar's retaining here. I think they're throwing out all of this information about
Woo!
a potential
No, I think
new
that's right.
Universal Champion in like Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe. But at the end of the day, I do think Brock Lesnar is going to retain. Everything in my wrestling fan knowledge and hopefulness. I'm running out of words to speak here, but I want Brock Lesnar to drop the title to anybody, literally anybody. But we're at this crossroads where they want to build up Brock Lesnar to be beaten by Roman Reigns in a singles match down the line. The only way to legitimize Roman Reigns beating Brock Lesnar is to have them eventually in some kind of singles match capacity. And when does that happen? That happens at WrestleMania. So here, at this fatal 4-way match at SummerSlam 2017, I got Brock Lesnar fucking retaining as well. I'm sorry. I feel like everybody was expecting other picks.
Isn't it crazy that we would think that, though, Craig? After all these weeks? Like, we've been thinking about this back and forth, but now we're going with the fucking Brock Lesnar, the fucking beast incarnate.
Now, wait a minute.
That's the thing. So, WWE knows that they like to fuck with people's minds, and they're set it up to where they're like, oh, yeah, he's going to talk all this shit, but
right.
then he's going to retain. And that's what we're all thinking is going to happen. But they're going to do the ultimate swerve.
Right.
And Joe's going to fucking win. I'm telling you.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I could see totally Vince fucking being like, oh, everyone thinks that he's going to lose and he's going to leave. And, we'll just keep the title on him. Even if it's for like a month or if it's for a night. Whatever it is. I mean, I wouldn't want Samoa Joe beating him the next night on Raw.
I think what Cliff...
Joe's winning.
Dude, again. He's not wrestling the next night on Raw.
I'm
sorry.
He
does not wrestle on Raw.
Okay, all right.
No, what Cliff is saying is that the swerve is that everybody's assuming that he's going to retain so that Brock Lesnar stays in wrestling. Okay. But he's saying that Samoa Joe wins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Joe wins, and then Brock will go away for a couple of months.
To fight John Jones in fucking UFC or whatever the fuck he does.
Shit.
Okay.
Be gone for a minute.
I would love for that to be true. I just don't see it fucking happening at this point. They've got so much fucking money invested in Brock Lesnar. They literally drove dump trucks full of money up to his house to have him fucking wrestle at all these pay-per-views and not wrestle anywhere else. I just don't see him accepting a title loss at SummerSlam against anybody here because, I mean, I'd love for Braun Strowman to win here. I could visualize Braun Strowman. I could visualize Samoa Joe winning. Roman Reigns doesn't seem like the right time. It seems like a WrestleMania moment for him. But for me, it's Brock Lesnar retaining because everybody expects a title change here. And I feel like that's like the easiest route here for WWE's booking creative team is for them to go the easy route and just go, you know what? You guys all thought he was going to lose the title, but he's not.
True that.
Okay, wait. The person on Periscope that just said that they feel like Brock is going to win, but they think that it is Ron's time. Who the fuck is Ron?
Who the fuck is Chrisley?
Who?
Ronman Reigns.
Ronman Reigns. For a moment, I thought they were saying Robb's time. I was like, you're right. It's my time.
Ron
Your time is up. Your time is now.
Okay, wait. All right. So, all right, we've gone through the matches. I do want to
Right,
ask
let's
this.
talk.
Goldust says that he is about to unveil his latest masterpiece. On the show, we have theorized that it's getting R-Truth in face paint. I've also heard that it's going to be Mandy Rose from NXT being brought up, and Goldust will be her manager.
Ew. Woof.
Who are you guys thinking?
Who is that? That fucking blonde. Is that the girl that's a blonde chick? The fucking hot blonde chick.
She was on Tough Enough.
Yes. The
Yeah.
one that was on Tough Enough. The blonde chick.
Yeah. She needs to come up and be fucking hot on Raw.
I think it could be Velveteen Dream.
That's what I was gonna fucking say. God damn it! Now I sound unoriginal. I was gonna say Velveteen Dream because it's the same fucking gimmick. He's fucking into himself and he likes feeling his fucking boobs and stuff like that. That's him. That's his gimmick.
It's because you're smart, Craig. It's not because you're stealing anybody's gimmick.
I like you, Rob.
No.
I like you.
Buddy. There you go.
Bitches.
Too sweet, baby.
You bees are bitches.
Too sweet, bro.
Too sweet.
Yo, don't make me start another fucking rivalry between you two. Yo, Craig, let me tell you this.
Stop touching my shoulder.
Dude, I love you. I love you. Craig, I love you.
Alright, so guys, what do you think about NXT TakeOver this weekend?
Dude, I
Holy
just told you I
shit,
love
we
you,
didn't
man.
Talk about TakeOver.
We didn't talk about TakeOver. I
We're gonna
feel
go
like
through that card too.
stealing the show is
Fine,
going to be
we'll
Aleister
suffer
Black
that.
against Hideo Itami.
I just told Craig I love him. He didn't fucking say it back, dude.
So NXT TakeOver.
NXT TakeOver. Craig.
Again? Really? Alright, fine.
What do you think is going to steal the show? I personally think it's going to be Aleister Black against Hideo Itami.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would tend to agree.
Aleister Black is like fucking on point, man, on NXT.
I heard they're gonna have some live musical performance of his theme song, which should be fucking awesome considering they did they did the live version of the fucking violin for Shinsuke's music last year, which was fucking awesome.
They're planning a big entrance for Shinsuke at SummerSlam. I'm hearing that guy who has a last name close to mine. I'm only saying that because I want people to think that I know how to play violin.
You're just a theater major, Rob.
You just play the skin flute, homie.
Right. Right.
I play it to the bone.
That's awesome.
So, wait, why are you leaning?
Just waiting for you to get to your point.
Ed's just chilling, man.
That's like Fred every week.
Yeah, man, you're being like me right now. Except sober.
All right, I'm not gonna say shit. Ed, you want to be the star of the show, motherfucker? Say some shit. Say some shit that doesn't make you sound like a wacko Vietnam vet. Go.
Roman Reigns.
Why do you think Asuka and Ember Moon are going to steal the show?
Because there's a lot of emotional investment in Asuka's title reign, and I know it's going to be upsetting to see that end, but it'll be good for all of us because it means she's moving up.
I do not think Asuka is going to lose her title. I think Asuka will retain her title and go up to the main roster as NXT champion.
As much as I would love to see
Pull on the
that.
page.
I want to agree with Rob here, but I agree with Ed here. I do think.
Oh, don't do that, Craig!
I think Ember Moon is winning the NXT Women's Championship, and Asuka is going on to bigger and better things.
But if she did that, it's only because she's moving up, though. It's not because Amber Moon fucking deserves it, though.
Well, that's what they do with NXT, though. Shinsuke should have never lost the title to Bobby Roode, but he had to because he was getting called up.
I guess.
But I'm going to quote Clifford L. Johnson here and say that if Ember Moon wins, it is all because of her Black Girl Magic.
That's right.
And that Black Girl Magic is where, Clifford L.?
It's in all the ass.
Amber Moon's got that ass that don't quit.
Ass. Yeah, I actually do think that. I think that the Aleister Black, the Aleister and Hideo Itami match is going to be probably the best match on the card. But I do agree with Ed with the fact that Asuka and Ember could possibly steal a show. Ember will win. Finally, and Asuka will move up.
What the hell? Guy said he likes ass, so I said me too, my friend.
Rob is doing all. When Rob cannot talk, he goes on to Periscope and decides to respond.
I am
there.
interacting with people watching the show.
We know who you are, that Rob guy.
Not be the center of attention.
No, it's not possible.
Jesus.
Why do you think I'm the only one tweeting from the WNA podcast Twitter?
That's true. That's true, man.
Do you have a metal plate in your arm?
Yes.
Fucking
Call
Lex
me Lex
Luger over
Luger,
here.
bitch, because I am first. All right, so I think a lot of people expected this showdown to be a lot of fighting, a lot of name calling and shit like that.
Guys, it was really, at the end of the day, it was the finger poke of doom. I mean, that's what it was. Oh, I mean...
W-O.
For life.
For life.
Burn it down.
No, but on the real though, for seriously.
On the real though, he says.
Yo, no,
you
really.
sounded so hood, Fred.
Hood.
Yo, for real, man. I'm glad we did this fucking show together. Wrestling Nerds Alliance, not the NWA, but the WNA, are my favorite podcasts outside.
Should I say the name of them again?
It just took you 2 fucking hours to get our name right.
I mean, I don't want to be. I don't want to say the word again, but I will. It's not the niggas with with attitude. It's the nigga. They only have one.
Are you LeBron Ball or whatever the fuck your name is, motherfucker?
Come on, it's a Simpsons reference,
You're
guys.
being Levon Ball, whatever his name is right now.
What just happened here?
But seriously,
I don't know.
this has been
Stab somebody?
You
obviously
can stab me. I'm white. It's okay.
obviously.
You do know that they show your exact location on this Periscope.
Island
That's
Park,
true.
New York, everyone.
That's true. For real though, no, for serious.
Bro,
like,
say it again. Somebody on Periscope.
We've been me, Rob, and Craig, and for the rest, we've been talking. We've been talking for about a month or so, and we've had a common connection there. We've been enjoying each other's shows. I think the WNA is fucking on point. It'd be a great show. And that's why I'm really happy that this show actually went down with no fucking problems, except for the beginning where Craig was fucking having a fucking stroke. But, I'm just glad that this went down because you guys are my favorite podcast to listen to. And I'm really happy that we did this.
My favorite podcast is our own, so I don't know why you're throwing us under the boat there.
Fred, somebody on Periscope just told you to take a rip off the Fireball.
Oh, okay.
What a fuck.
That was
easy.
it that Rob guy?
No, it wasn't me, I swear.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
If it's a chick, I say yes.
Now wait.
Where's Pretty in a Pinch?
Before we wrap this up, guys.
Cheers, man.
I mean, cheers, man.
Can we do a cheers for you guys, even though you guys don't have a drink? Can we cheers, you guys?
What is that little shit water you got
Cheers,
there?
guys. We love you guys, dude. You guys are the best.
All right. Now that the liquor's in my system, now that we're through the summer.
Woo! Craig, I gotta call you out. One quick second here.
What?
Go for it.
Fred just said that his favorite podcast to listen to was our show.
Mm-hmm.
Who know that you listen to our show?
I do listen to your show.
See?
He does actually.
I do listen to your show. I listen to my show more because I love listening to myself talk.
Thank you. I agree.
But I do love listening to Rob and Ed and Cliff whenever he decides to start talking, do their thing. I love that. It's my favorite. NWA, baby.
That's how you know it's good because
Wait, hold on. Side. I gotta go kill myself. See you guys.
That's when you know the show.
I'm back. I'm okay.
That's when you know your show is good because Craig will actually spend time to listen to it.
Going in Raw is my favorite. Yeah, well, Going in Raw is my favorite too, but not the podcast. Just Going in Raw.
That's what Fred's mom said.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Is she watching? She usually watches the show.
No, she's not on tonight.
Sorry, Don, if you watch the replay on YouTube.
That's a good sign if Craig listens to your shows because he doesn't listen to any other shows.
Yeah, no, I don't listen to wrestling shows because they're usually terrible. Can we talk about that one show we were supposed to do a run-in on many weeks ago? Maybe a couple months ago now.
That wrestling show?
Yeah.
Okay. You ever heard of that wrestling show with Bill Yankovic? Yankovic?
No.
All right.
All right, then that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Do not.
He's got 300 episodes and they're all boring.
Oh my god, the worst. We were supposed to do a run-in on theirs, which is why last week I said I didn't believe this was happening because that show that collaboration that we were supposed to do never happened. But here we did. We got through it, guys. We're all here.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, it's. I mean, we're approaching probably 3 hours now. But Fred. Now we avoided this topic completely last week.
What's that?
I think it's time we talk about Corey.
Oh, please, can we?
Come on.
I think it's time we talk about Corey, because Fred, I know
Do we
the
have
listening
to?
audience just needs to know about your love life. So, Fred,
Did they really?
please indulge us in the latest news on Corey Feldman.
Well, Corey.
Nothing for Corey Feldman? Okay.
That was a good one.
I guess it was alright. No, it's
Corey Haim.
It's fine.
I have finally, unfortunately, have discovered that Corey is indeed a man.
Get the fuck
What?
out of town.
And
I am so shocked by this news.
yeah, I mean,
I detect sarcasm from Rob there.
well,
No.
you know, I look back in hindsight. I watched the episodes from weeks past, and there were subtle, and I mean very subtle hints
Not that subtle.
that Corey may have been a male person.
I only said it every single week for the last 12 weeks.
Well, Craig, you were being pessimistic. But
I would say accurate, but okay.
you were being fucking... You were fucking with my mind. But you know what?
You wish.
There were so many subtle hints. Like liking Mrs. Doubtfire. Liking white chicks. Liking Perry Saturn from only when he cross-dressed in WCW. Only when Brian Pillman cross-dressed after the Goldust feud. Only when I met her at Glutterby, which happened to be a gay bar, which I didn't even realize it happened. All those things came together, and finally, there's a point where I wanted her candy bar from her front pocket. And
Front pocket near her crotch.
near her crotch.
Behind
right?
her zipper.
It was a Mr. Good bar.
It was a bad guy.
I thought it was a Mrs. Good bar, but it was a Mr. Good bar.
Oh boy.
And it wasn't until her balls were dangling in my face when I realized that she was finally a dude, and Corey is a man.
Well, Fred.
And I wanted to reveal that to everybody, and I just wanted everybody to know that, you know, I was duped. I didn't see the signs. The signs were just like, you know, they were hidden, you know.
No, they weren't. They
The
weren't.
They were-
signs that you guys were pissing in the same bathroom.
Right. You guys were...
You thought she was being progressive.
Boy, that's odd that a lady can stand and pee.
So, yeah.
She
So
must have amazing bladder control.
she did, or he did, I guess, Rob. And, you know,
Or she.
I don't know what to do anymore. I thought I was in a heterosexual relationship, but now things have changed. You know, I wish I saw this, you know, coming, but I did
That's
not
what she said.
at all. At all.
You didn't see it.
And that's all there is to it.
Until it hit him in the eye.
I wish.
So you had your eyes closed.
Hit him in the eye. So Fred, I have a question to ask you.
Go for it.
So your relationship with Corey, I want to just assume that the ties have been severed.
Oh, Fred.
Wait. Why is this taking so long to say? Fred, yes. All you have to say is, yes, obviously we broke up. There's no relationship anymore. I found out he was a dude, and I like pussy, so...
I wish I could say yes, but
Oh, Fred.
things have been complicated.
Wait. Craig.
Did you get to know?
I'm back, yes.
Level of
Rob?
how you're like,
Rob, please.
I need to step in. Fred.
Oh.
You said things got complicated.
Yes.
How complicated, buddy?
All right. Well, here's the deal, guys. I'll lay it to you straight because, you know, we've been close over the last couple months, you know, a month and a half.
Don't do it, Craig. Don't do it. Don't do it, Craig.
I already started.
I cannot get out of this relationship.
Why?
She is big, she is broad, or he, I'm sorry.
Braun!
Yeah. I'll go as far as to say she is Braun. I've tried to get out of this relationship. I have been forced into submission, and I'm not allowed out of this relationship.
You got the little collar and everything, or?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait,
I tried to break
you
things
say-
off with Corey. Okay?
She
I
started
found out the
breaking them off
truth.
for you?
When those balls were swingling down like a fucking pendulum.
Swingling? I've never heard the word swingling.
That might be a drunk word.
It's called a druid.
Where's the swingling?
I finally realized after all the subtle hints, you know,
Not subtle
that
at
I
all.
didn't recognize because
Never subtle, Fred. They were never
they
subtle.
were never subtle, really? You guys were smarter than I. I think
Fred.
love clouded my judgment.
Nope, there was no love there.
Fred, I've been listening to
I
your
think it
show
was the pubic
for
hair that crowded.
a couple of months now, and
Cliff kills me every fucking time.
I'm sorry, Rob. What did you say?
I said I've been listening to your show for a few months now, and
Why?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Bill Brasky too. No, they were never subtle.
Never.
Ever.
Then I'm just a naive boy looking for love because you know
All the
I
wrong
thought
places.
yeah in all the wrong
It's bad.
places.
Like his ass.
Literally, you know, from the waist down. And now that I know the truth, and I want to get out of this relationship because I am straight, as they say.
As who says, Fred?
Okay, wait, Fred.
I'm trying to get out of this relationship, but she's big and she's broad, and
Braun.
she won't let me out of this relationship.
Why not?
Fred.
Yeah.
Rob.
Can I ask an intimate question?
No means no, Fred.
I want to know how intimate. Okay, wait. Let me phrase this right.
Go
Fred,
for it.
did you
take the skin boat to Tuna Town?
did you get pierced? Did you get
Ride the brown train.
Did you
get lucid?
I
are
had
we talking flapjacks when you shit? Like what are we talking?
the only intercourse I had was
Never.
anal sex. I had the Hershey Highway.
Okay, guys.
But there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that happen.
Cliff is the MVP of the.
Cliff got me after that fucking Kurt Angle comment I got
Sign
from
off
him.
until I say so, Clifford L. This is like Lord of the Rings. We are going to that volcano.
But this is the situation I'm in now. Okay, can I explain this to you?
No.
Please.
Okay, I know he is a dude.
She.
Right.
Yes.
The cat is out of the bag. Okay, and not the pussy out of the bag. Okay.
There was never a cat.
I'm trying to get out of this relationship. But she is big. She is brawn. She is strong. She is strong. And every time I try to mention that I want to get out of this relationship, I am pummeled.
Pummeled.
Physically.
I am pummeled to a fucking pulp.
Yep, I knew you were going with that.
Wow.
And I don't know how to get out of this. I'm stuck in a homosexual relationship that I don't want to be in. So please, help me, people.
No.
How do I get out of this?
Murder.
Kill yourself.
Prison.
Prison? I have to go to prison where I could potentially get raped more?
Well, no, because after a certain point, you could make somebody else your bitch.
Right. You got a good point there.
Someone smaller than you.
But I don't want anal sex with another guy. I just want to, be with my friend. I want to be with the WNA. I want to be with my best friend Craig,
No, don't touch me.
who I love to death.
Get us some plane tickets. We'll come out to Long Island. Corey over for you. No problem.
And do not steal his gimmick.
That's Fred's gimmick. That's copyright infringement there.
So I'm stuck in a relationship I don't want to be in anymore.
Fred. Fred.
I'm just so sad and I'm tired.
Fred, bro. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Craig Yost.
We go through this every week.
Your pet names for each other?
We go through this every week.
Are you Fred Bro and Craig Yost?
Shut up, Rob Traub. I need to iron out the details here. So,
Iron them out.
let me get this shit on that ironing board. Let me figure this out. So,
Go.
for the last 3 months, I have been telling you that Corey is definitely a dude. You denied it.
You
Suspected correctly that Corey was a dude with a dong and a schlong and a balls and all of that shit.
In the hindsight, yes.
Yeah, I guess hindsight is 50, whatever.
Hindsight's 20/20, my friend.
I said 50, but whatever.
Hindsight is probably 10 inches for you, buddy.
You know what's funny? Their microphone kind of looks like a dick. So Fred.
Wait, I'm supposed to get under the balls. Hold on.
There you go.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
There you
You gotta cup
go.
him.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
Fred. So,
Always cup them.
So Fred. So, for 3 months, I've been telling you that Corey is a dude. You denied it profusely, to the point where you made me
You're a
question my
liar.
judgment of my perception abilities. And now we are here at SummerSlam, and you're telling me that you found out firsthand, dick in your face, that Corey is a fucking dude. And wait, I'm not done. That you haven't stopped the relationship. Fred, do you not see?
I can't.
Why can you not stop the relationship?
Because
Fred,
she
tell
beat me
more.
up last time when I tried to get out of it.
How did she beat you up?
She gave me.
See, you got me so confused. I'm calling her she still.
He gave me the accolade.
The reverse accolade.
And he said crush, and I had to say crush, and now I'm stuck in this relationship. Don't you know how abusive this is to me? I am a hetero man that is straight, that is stuck in a homosexual relationship.
I can't do this anymore.
I withdraw all future comments about Fred's sexuality.
All right,
Obviously, he's had
fine.
this all
You know
figured out
what?
all
The
along.
WNA can't help. The WWP can't help. Maybe the gimmick table can help. Maybe Raw's
Fuck
board,
the gimmick
or
table.
maybe Raw's S marks the spot can help. But I
Or
need
Raw's board.
help, and I need fucking answers.
Broadcast.
The only thing that the gimmick table wants to help you with is become a member of their vegan cult.
That ain't happening.
It's
Yeah.
possible the
Fred
broadcast
loves the
help
sausage. It's not happening.
you. The broadcast, they are Australian, and I'll tell you goddamn right now, men in Australia are men. They don't fuck around.
That's true. They are what they are.
You know what men in Australia do? They smoke that fucking sausage on the Barbie.
True that.
Fred, you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah.
Well, Australian men, I mean, they do what they do, you know? I'm not sure about smoking on the Barbie, but, you know.
Sausage.
I do enjoy a piece of sausage from time to time,
Bratwurst.
I don't know.
or
At this
bratwurst,
point-
I love bratwurst.
At this point, I know that when it's our show, we usually sign off in a certain way when I say it's time to go home. And right now, I don't know about you guys, I feel like it's time to go home.
I guess that makes me Ed Roll.
All
I'll
right.
say this:
And I guess
I'm
that
already
makes me-
home, so.
So see, it never makes sense.
Right. No, you don't. Wrestling terminology. When you're
going
ending
home.
the match, you're going home.
Oh, you're
Right,
taking
exactly.
it to the climax, like Fred does.
Almost knocked my mic off the table. So it's time to go home.
I'm Ed Roland.
I'm not saying my name right now.
NWA.
No, can I be serious for a second though?
What
No.
up?
Am I drunken super?
Nope.
No, I'm not gonna say anything words.
Don't.
I'm not gonna say any words.
You shouldn't say anything anyway.
I promise.
All right.
Say a sweet goodbye.
It's been a pleasure.
Nope. It hasn't.
It's been a pleasure to chill out with the Wrestling Nerds Alliance.
It has been.
I agree.
I would love to do this more in the future,
I wouldn't.
Yes.
unless Craig
Every-
freaks out
every
about
major
the fucking microphone situation.
Well, it didn't work, so I was
mean,
justified in my
That's
anger.
true. But I think we did a good job tonight, and I enjoyed chilling with you guys. And I'm glad Cliff came on. He didn't have his Tyler Perry TV show to fucking chill on.
Not
for
this
tonight.
week.
Not this week. But I'm
There's
glad.
always
I'm
next
glad
week.
Cliff came on. And please prepare for the after show, people.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
And it's been a pleasure.
Why is that?
You guys are my favorites.
Thanks, brother.
Couldn't agree more.
One of these days, I'm going to make my way out to Long Island, and I'm going to forcefully stay in Craig's basement.
Cool with me. I got a pull-out couch here.
Awesome.
He's got a huge basement, so you definitely can. It's pretty much like a studio apartment for you.
Has Fred left any fluids in the basement?
Not that he knows of.
Uh-oh.
Take out a black light, and it looks like a Jackson Pollock painting.
I'm dating a girl in his town, so you never know.
Are you?
We'll discuss it later.
Is Corey from Island Park?
Oh man, I'm glad we did this tonight, guys. And
I'm not.
Okay, well,
Can
I agree
we
with you, Craig.
can we sign
Don't do
off
it.
with our sign off line?
Go for it.
shoot.
So then,
Oh, we're doing it again?
yes,
For the third fucking
Are we
time.
doing
Try it again.
Are we doing a PWO plug or what?
yes. PWO Podcast World Order, Raw is Bored, S marks the spot, Gimmick Table, Wrestling Nerds Alliance, Wretched Wrestling Podcast.
Fuck
That
yeah.
is your PWO.
Life.
For life.
I'm too sweet at rolling.
Clifford L. fucking save me, Johnson.
Now it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
Macho Madness, Fred Robinson.
Yeah.
And I'm Craig J. Dixon.
And I'm Rob English saying to you, when life hands you adversity, always kick out at 2.
I love that line. You're the man, Rob, and Ed and Cliff.
Love you guys.
You're the best.
We love you guys too, brother.
Thanks for joining us, WNA. This is the Retro Wrestling Podcast. Fred, you haven't sang your song in a while.
We love wrestling.
We actually don't.
Are you going to shut off our recording?
All right, I guess.
What's happening?
I just want to go forever.
All
I'm
right.
just going to let it
We're
go.
hitting the stop button.
Yeah, let's hit that stop button.
Alright, peace out, homies.
Deuces, fellas.
Enjoy SummerSlam this Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
See ya!
Peace out.
All right, we cut. Now, are you guys still there? No, cut out. cut out. Yeah, they closed.
You guys done? Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what happened, but our recording stopped at like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
We missed the last
I don't know what we were talking about there. We go through this every week. Shut up, Rob Trop. This, I need to iron out the details here. So, let me get this shit on that ironing board. Let me figure this out. So, for the last 3 months, I have been telling you that Corey is definitely a dude.
Oh no, we missed all that.
Yep, it did. I don't know why it stopped recording.
Well, hopefully we get the audio from them.
It's not going to have whatever they said.
Oh, fuck.
I noticed it stopped recording, like...
Shit, really?
I have no idea.
Why did it stop recording?
I have no idea. I have no fucking idea.
Those are like the best fucking 10 minutes we had on that.
You know what I'll do? I'll pull it from fucking YouTube, and I'll make it work. I'll make it work. It'll sound shitty, but I gotta fucking...
Guys, we're drunk as fuck, so like...
Yeah, we're peacing out. Later.
Peacing out.
Satellite of love. Ba-ba. I hope Facebook is still working.
Yeah, it's still working. Just no one's really on it. I forgot to share it this week.
Later.